Hello? Hello? Party people. I'm back. Why is it so loud in my ear? Every day. It's always something with technology. Anyway, hello. Wait a minute. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi, Sugar Plum. Hi, Daphne. Hi, Central. Hi, Tay. Hi, Peppa. Hi, Elle. This over here. Hi. Good evening. Good evening. I do feel better. For some reason, I feel like whenever I get sick, there are days where I feel awful, and then there are days where I feel like I'm alive. And today I feel alive. So I feel good. I feel good today. All like as of right now, all that my body is doing is just like slowly going away. So today was a good day. I don't know. I just been in a good mood. Oh, you got your flu shot today, so I'm now the opposite. Ooh. Well, I'm glad you got your flu shot. I got mine a while back ago. I probably should have gotten it again. Alfred, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I will say, honestly, getting your flu shot now is probably good because everyone's getting sick around here. I'm telling you, it's a little bit crazy. Also, am I zoomed in too close? I am. There we go. That's better. But yeah, I actually woke up pretty good. It was weird because normally I'm like groggy in the morning, but I woke up at 7:30 in the morning, got up, made some breakfast. I didn't leave my house. I have not gone outside today, so that's a good thing. So I've been good. I watched, what did I watch? I watched, oh my gosh, I watched Heated Rivalry episode 5. I'm broken, but I feel excited at the same time. So I'm like, I hate that I have to wait a whole week for the last episode, but I'm fine. And then I don't know what else I watched. I watched something else. But Alfred, I hope you enjoyed the emotes and the app reviewing, my friend. Oh, we actually had our first case of measles in 35 years. Oh my gosh. I said, poke me with it. Oh my gosh, poke me with it all. I'm telling you, you can never be too cautious around here. You'd be surprised. I'm like, what you talking about? Outbreak? Where? Sticking with Lino right now. Yeah, I sound so much better. Tell me what. Tell me why. The first time I feel better in the morning, why was I singing random songs and crying at like 8:30 for a good solid 4 hours straight? I don't know why I do this to myself. It's like, oh, I feel better. Let me just destroy my throat. Okay, sure, that's fine. Hey, what can we do? But I feel fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. Hi, Coupon. Hi, Tosh. Welcome in. Hello. But I feel better. I feel better today. I also cleaned. I started cleaning today, so that was fun. Simple stuff. Simple. Okay. Simple things. I sweeped, folded some clothes, chilled a little bit, washed some dishes. And now I'm here. I cried a little bit. Mainly, I get very emotional with songs. So I started sobbing my eyes out. Oh, and then I started watching compilations of Euphoria on TikTok today for a good solid hour. I have a problem. I need to delete TikTok. I really do. I don't even use it. Anyway, how's y'all's day going so far? Hopefully your day has been great. I know that I know you were streaming like for 7 hours straight, Dabney. You were playing multiple of games like Water Park Simulator. You played some Sims 4, but I don't know if you did anything in between of that today. Oh, I also saw it too. Someone told me about it. They removed the artwork from the Sims website today, or was it yesterday? Either way, they removed the art prints actually. Well, the two, Hempert on Bagley and Zulani, they removed it. We now know who the artist is, which is great because I'm like, that person's talented. So they're gonna get that fixed, which is great. Luckily those posters were pre-orders, I think. Were they pre-orders or were no? Well, you know, I wonder how that works. Like, do they just have like a whole bunch like already pre-made? I wonder how that works. I'm really curious. Also, Coupon, thank you for the 3 stream streak, by the way. You have to dust your room, but I have too many tiny things to take. It takes forever. No, valid. I still have to vacuum and mop my floor, but I have a few things I got to move around before I do that. It was 8 hours, Dabney. You should rest. That's why today's stream is going to be more chill. I thought we'd do a little PowerPoint slide preparation stream for Sims 2. So I'm going to actually open up the Sims 2 anyway, because I need screenshots and things. Oh, your day was good. You got to watch a few minutes of Dab's stream. Oh, that's fun. And now I get to watch some of yours. Fun. I'll have to watch the rest of Dabney's stream as well. I've been kind of in and out on like Twitch and then watching other things, so I also have to rewatch Dabney's stream. I'm glad that Daphne's re-uploading her streams again, which is very lovely. I'm behind, so I need to do the same exact thing. So I'm the one to talk. I should be uploading my VODs again. Are they trying to get the name added too? Oh, they are. Well, that's good. I knew, honestly, like deep down in like my soul, I knew it wasn't AI because something about it was like it could be like an artistic choice. So I knew it wasn't like AI really, but I can see how it could be because it looks just very weird looking, and not like usual art prints you usually see most of the time from like the store. So I get why people thought it was, but hey, you never know. Oh, I already have one. I have 2. I actually have 2. No, that's a lie. How many do I have? No, I have 5. I'm sorry. I have 5 Plum Bob headbands. I have 2 of the official ones that I got from the Sims team. They gave me one when I hosted that one event back in like February for the Sims 25th anniversary, and then they gave me another one when I went to TwitchCon for a Sims party. It was just merch that they had at their table. They said, here, sure. I'm like, okay. So I got 2 of those, and then I got a gigantic Plum Bob. And then I have like 2 light up Plum Bobs that I got like maybe over like 9-10 years ago. So I got quite a few. So, but those headbands are really cool, and I think these are better because what I like about these new headbands is that they're rechargeable. You can use a USB-C cable like you use for your phone or whatever tablet that you have, and they're rechargeable. Honestly, the most smartest thing they've ever done. But honestly, it's expensive. So be careful. Also, another day of no President shard. That's okay. You don't need one, Dabney. You don't need a President shard. No need. No need. Am I good to go? I am. Here we go. Yes. I actually can show... Oh my gosh. I can actually show you what they look like. The fun perks of having a closet right next to your desk. This is what they look like. They're nice. You can't. Oop. Looks like I need to charge this one. This one's not charged, so it's not on. But this is what they look like. I like the little band. It's very fuzzy. It's also comfortable to wear every once in a while. But the other ones that I have, I was gonna do. Oh, is that the other one over there? Oh, I actually, so I'm gonna have to ask my mom about something later. Oh, hello. What is this? I have no idea what these are. Oh well. Anyway, here we go. These are the other ones that I have. This is another plumb bob headband. Except this one's not rechargeable, and this one's uncomfortable to wear. But it's something. It's something. I'm going to ask my mods about something later, because I realized I was going to do so many fun things. Like I was going to do a bunch of giveaways of some really cool old Sims merch that I just don't want anymore. And I've never really used it to you all, but I have to still organize that. I gotta work on that. I think I might do it next week. At least I want to do it before the end of the new year. It's just like simple random stuff that I have that I think are really cool that no one can actually even get. These were all like given to me by The Sims like years ago and like recently. And I'm like, I already have duplicates of these. I don't want them. Someone else can have them because I'm not going to use it. So it's like discount codes and random like posters and stickers and fun little things like some of this, like the Sim Insider stuff that I got from the creator program. Like I have 3 of these, or at least I have 2 of these. I'm like, I should give those away. I had planned this out like maybe like months ago because I knew I had all this stuff while I was moving. And I'm like, okay, I got to figure how I want to organize it all and make it look nice and neat. I've got stickers, I've got pins, I've got game codes. Basically, I'm just clearing out my closet. So, yeah. One way to clean out your closet is by giving it away to somebody else. But yeah, it'll look really fun. I think y'all would really like it. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next week. Most likely on that. Yeah, most likely on that Monday, I'll probably start it. And then kind of drag it all the way out until the end of the year, this year, of course. Hi, Jake. Welcome in. How are you today? Hope all is well. So, I also need to do one more thing. So I thought today we do something really fun. And, you know how I've always talked about how my Sims 2 Pleasant View save is so jacked up and messy? Because it is. I thought it'd be really fun to... Ooh, where's Pleasant View? Oh, here it is. I thought it'd be really fun to go take a trip down memory lane and do a PowerPoint slide about it. How well I know that, not using it, give it away to bless someone. Exactly. Because like the thing is, I get sent a lot of different things. And I'm like, I don't use half of this stuff. I'm grateful and appreciative that I get these things, but I think someone else can utilize that. Like the most of the stuff that, if you don't know, like when we do charity fundraisers for like St. Jude, they give out like these creator boxes of a bunch of things if you fundraise a certain amount of money for St. Jude. And when that happens, I get so much, and normally I just like get rid of it all, or at least I donate it to somebody else, whether it's like Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm hearing things. Anyway, I just give away like the keyboards and things away to some kids in the neighborhood. Oh, it's somebody upstairs walking. I'm like, I'm hearing footsteps and I don't know where it's coming from. Also, yesterday, I don't know what happened in the stream. I was so delirious that I don't remember a single thing that happened. I was on another planet. Like nothing made sense yesterday. All I know, I played Stardew Valley and I said words and that was it. So if I made sense yesterday, I did not, because I don't know what I said. Anyway, so I have this PowerPoint slide that I started. It's not even done yet. I was gonna do this as a YouTube video and I still am, because I think it's kind of fun to do PowerPoint slides. If y'all remember back in like grade school or I guess school in general, if you remember those days of making PowerPoint slides, this is what I thrive on. This is what I love doing, making PowerPoint slides about random stuff. And I'm making an entire PowerPoint slide about Pleasant View, specifically my Pleasant View, mostly around this one man, this one messy man called Don Lothario. I've got screenshots upon screenshots of almost every single townie in this save of Pleasant View, all the townies of Pleasant View, basically. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure I grab more screenshots today. I just got to figure out the timeline, how I want to do it. So I need to go over to... Oh my God. I also realized, if I remember correctly, do I have more screenshots? I think I do. I do. Oh wait, these are the wrong ones. These are from 2022. I don't think I have my Sims 2 screenshots in here. At least not this one though. Oh well. Let's go over to, where are the... Okay, you're over here. The Calientes. Being sick can do that to a brain memory. It can. It definitely can. I feel like when you're sick, you can barely remember anything. I can't remember much from yesterday. I was just delirious. And I'm like, oh, okay, what in the world? Okay. I really be do screenshotting so many things in this folder of mine. It is absolutely crazy. Oh, okay. I need to add this photo into this folder. I gotta add this one. I think this is the motel, right? Is that the motel? Yeah, that is the motel. I did. It's over here, I think. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the one. Take some screenshots. No. Oh, you know what? I forgot they are included. Because here's the drama. Here's the drama about the oldies. What I did, and what I honestly forgot, is when I was playing through Pleasant View for so long, I never incorporated the oldies into the mix until after the fact. It wasn't until I realized that Mary Sue was an elder, Daniel Pleasant was an elder, and I had to age up certain people so like the timelines kind of made sense. And I'm like, in my mind, I feel like Mary Sue was like maybe 60 something at the point when I made her an elder. Her parents were probably in their 90s or whatever. So what I did is I just added them to this house over here. And then I put Mary Sue there as well. I didn't play with them at all. I just did the right thing. A lot happened in here, and I simply just wanted to get rid of them. So what I just did is I just made sure that Mary Sue or whoever was in this house, just only 3 of them, started a lot of fires using fireworks. And then I made them just put trash everywhere so roaches would be everywhere to make them really sick. And then they just died. So yeah, and then Mary Sue also died as well in this house as well. So yeah. They lived and they died. Anyway, wait, oh, it's over here. Is that snow? Wait, what is that? My camera is too slow to even see that. What is that? Is that trash? Is that snow? I don't know. Anyway, but that is what but I included them in some way. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this actually so I know for a fact where I want to put it. This is all for the lore, for the story. Dark-sided, if you cannot tell. Hi Mad, welcome in. But yeah, I need to get a screenshot of them anyway because I didn't really take any photos of them when I started playing them. But that is a good reminder. Thank you for that. I can actually show you the entirety of this family tree. I believe it started with Don Lothario. They're currently on vacation right now in, I think, the Tweaky Islands on their honeymoon, or their second honeymoon technically. Because I made a YouTube video maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago at this point, when Don Lothario died from old age, and then I brought him back to life because his daughter, who he had a kid with, Dina Caliente, who is also a witch, and his daughter's a witch, I pretended, saying, oh, she's a child. Let's bring Don Lothario back to life with her special powers. But in retrospect, we used the that resurrecting gramophone thing to bring him back to life. And so he's now alive again. For the second time. This fool got a second chance. His whole entire memory system is messy. Because where did it go? Where's it at? No. Where does it say he died? I don't know. I don't remember where he died. Oh, wait, no, it's Cassandra's memory. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, Mortimer died. Oopsies. Wrong one. Oh, yeah. Resurrected Don Lothario. So Cassandra resurrected Don after a while because I remember he died. And, oh, yeah. And then we brought him back to life, yeah, after some time. So it was a little bit rough, but we got there in the end. Small but important part of the lore. Mary Sue is adopted. That is true. That is true. And enjoy your Lurk Central. Have fun wrapping the presents. So let me start with Mr. Don here. Mr. Don Lothario, as we know. I'm kind of basing it off of like my lore that I've started. Because I made the decision to like play with Pleasant View because it's the most in-depth neighborhood I've ever played in The Sims 2, and I've been playing the same save file neighborhood, I feel like, since oh my gosh, it's been a very long time. I want to say before like 2020 I started playing the save. It's been a long time. I play slow. Elle, thank you for the 30 stream streak. Thank you so much. Okay, so Don Lothario, as we know, is a man-child who cannot be trusted whatsoever. He is the first Sim I started with, of course. And I knew like the backstory about everything, where it was Pleasant View. There's already pre-made, like pre-scripted things already happening if you enter a certain household. Like, I believe if you enter Cassandra's household, she's prompted to get married, or it's going to be a wedding at some point with Don Lothario, and you have a choice of either getting married or leaving her at the altar altogether. I know if you go into Brandy's household and you play for a little bit, she ends up being pregnant, which is also a very weird thing that happened. And I think Don Lothario has something on his own. And I think Nina and Dina have something on their own as well. And along with like the Pleasance family too. The standards, really. Also, Misty, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. I really appreciate that. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? And thank you. I am doing pretty good. I cannot complain too much. I'm just trying to get some things together. I'm adding in all of my screenshots to my PowerPoint slide that I'm currently trying to create. Getting all my screenshots for a YouTube video. I'm calling it the entire history of my messy Sims 2 Pleasant View. I always called it Sims 2 Pleasant View that's not so pleasant, because what is really pleasant about Pleasant View? Let's be fully honest here. What's so pleasant about Pleasant View? Nothing. Every household is messy with a capital M. Messy. Man-child should be the word of the year. I agree. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter made a song out of it. Hello. The sky is pleasant. That's true. See, makes sense. Yes, the sky. But I've been good, Misty. We're just chilling today. I'm gonna grab all these screenshots real quick. Actually, I should probably get this one up here too. It's weird because I don't know how to really explain it while I'm doing things, but all I can say, I always tell people that Don Lothario has 5 kids by 3 different people. Wait, no. Wait. No, he has 5 kids by 4 different people. Sorry. Correct myself. 5 kids by 4 different people. Depends on the relationship with Don and Cassandra. If you don't talk or go straight to the wedding, I think he leaves no matter what. Oh, okay. You know, it's been a minute. I think what I did, since I didn't really play with Cassandra first, I played with Don first in my little playthrough, and I remember distinctly just kind of playing around his bachelor pad, making sure he has a good life. He chatted with Cassandra for a little bit. They had a baby together named Jonathan Dimitri Goth. This got messy. I'm telling you, when Cassandra and Don got together, he not only cheated on Cassandra, not once, not twice, but 3 times, because he also had 3 relationships with Nina Dina and Caitlin Langerak, who is the maid of Daniel Pleasant, who was also cheating on Mary Sue with the maid. Whole thing. This is why I love The Sims 2. So, to give you the tea, while Dawn was with Cassandra, and she was pregnant with his baby, might I add, he cheated on Cassandra with, I believe, was Nina Caliente, which they were kind of like next door neighbors at one point. When Cassandra came back home after some time, she caught them in the bathroom downstairs, and Cassandra caught them. She was like, oh, what's going on? Slapped them both, and then forgave Dawn, and they walked away. Second time it happened, but this time with Dina Caliente, Miss Little Mean Witch over here. This is where Cassandra lost it. She was like, oh no, second time in a row, you gotta go. Kicked out. Might I add, she was still pregnant in her 2nd trimester. And so when she broke things off with Don Lothario, kicked him out of his own house, she called up Mary Sue, her bestie. I just made them besties at that one point. Her bestie, Mary Sue. Mary Sue at that time was also kind of on the outs with Daniel Pleasant at one point, but they were still together. So she stayed with Cassandra Goth for a couple of days in Don Lothario's bachelor pad while she was pregnant with his baby. And so when Cassandra gave birth, she gave birth to Jonathan Dimitri Goth. But here's a twist though. Where did it go? Hello. There we go. Cassandra never told Don that the baby was born. So every single, for a good chunk of time that Jonathan was alive, Don had no clue his child was out there walking the earth. Jonathan never knew his father, and I mean, he never knew his father. It's weird because I always think about how when Sims are born, they automatically kind of know who they're related to somehow, at least in The Sims 4, to my knowledge. Sims 2, if you've never met your parents, you don't know them. In the family tree, it shows that you're related, but relationship-wise, nothing. So, like I said, Cassandra never told Don that the baby was born. She named him Jonathan Dimitri Goth just because she still loved Don some way, somehow, deep down. And so when Jonathan was like around like a child, he asked Cassandra saying, "Hey, mom, I want to know like who's my dad? Who's my dad?" And this lady straight up lied to her own son's face, saying, "Oh, your father was, this weird man, and he's gone. He's gone. He died. He passed away." And so, of course, Jonathan was very sad, very alone about all that messiness. And so he, when Jonathan became a teenager, he was like, "Hey, mom, I would like to know who my dad is, a little bit more about him." And I think at this one point, she kind of slipped up and saying that, "Oh, your dad's alive, actually." Like, "Oh, da 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 da." And it's like, I don't want you to meet your father until you're old enough. And it was around like his 16th birthday, and he asked saying, "Hey," or it was around like kind of close to his 16th birthday, in like my head it was. Cassandra called Dawn, and at this point they were like not really on good terms, but they were like on good terms enough to speak to each other. Still, by the way, he didn't know he had a son at this whole time. So Cassandra's calling up Dawn saying, "Hey, Dawn, so about like 16 years ago that, we were at your house, you cheated on me like twice with Nina and Nina Caliente." He was like, "Yeah, so whatever. I had your baby. It's a boy. I named him Jonathan Dimitri Goth. He's gonna be 16 years old. Can you come over to my house for his 16th birthday party?" And he was like, "Wait, my son?" It's like, okay, sure. I can do that." And so she hangs up, not thinking he will ever show up, but he does. And so Cassandra tells Jonathan saying, "Hey, your dad's gonna come over to your birthday, and he's gonna, ask you some questions, see how you're doing. You can ask him questions." And so this fool, Jonathan here, the teenager that he was, he's rebellious, might I add. He asks his own father that he just met for the very first time on his birthday, saying, "Hey, Dad, can I sneak out?" Asks his own father, who he just met, saying, "Hey, can I sneak out? Can I can I go?" And John at this point, I feel like in this era of his life, he already had the baby. He already knew that Nina had a baby that he knew about. And I think around the time, I want to say Sonya Dor was also in that realm. She was alive, I think. I think she was, if I remember correctly. Because Jonathan to Bambi to Sonya Dor, a lot has happened, because at one point when Cassandra and Don broke up, Don kind of went on his own way, dated Nina, stayed with Nina for a little bit, got kicked out, and then lived on his own life. And then around that same time period, Mary Sue and Daniel Pleasant broke up because Lilith told Mary Sue what happened in their front yard, that Daniel was smooching Caitlin Langerak in the front yard, who was a maid. She got fired. She got kicked out. She had a baby with Daniel Pleasant. They lived in Blue Water Village that came with Open for Business, might I add. And they named their kid Scarlet after the Scarlet Letter. If you know, you know. And so with all of that nonsense, when Scarlet, oh, I forgot this drama. Oh my gosh. Wait. I forgot this drama. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, wait. How do I start? Where do I begin? Where do I begin with this? Because it can go one or two ways. Wait a minute. I'm thinking. Either way. So basically, when Daniel and Caitlin got together, they lived by themselves in Blue Water Village. They had their baby. Scarlet was, I think around that time I think she was like a child at that one point. And so they were dating, and like moving back all the way back over to this era was Dawn. meeting his son for the very first time. Don was alone. He met his son. Don said no to Jonathan, saying, you cannot sneak out. Me and your mother are now on good terms. We got to keep things in line with you being a responsible teenager and whatnot. And he was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. I'll follow the rules. And so after the party, things just kind of went well enough. And so tracking back through all of this, when I believe, how did it start? Because I'm not in that household right now. But if I remember correctly, wait, is Scarlet? Wait a minute. Let me go back out here. I believe is Caitlin Langerak still alive? Oh my gosh, I haven't even checked. Hold on. Where is shopping district? Because I remember doing something with Caitlin Langerak for a hot minute, where she was doing something and Daniel was doing something, and somehow both of them broke up. Where'd they go? Tinker, no. Where are you at? Ah, here you are. I need to age her up. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, I need to age her up later. Let me go into this household. Here's Caitlin, by the way. So Caitlin Langerak, if I remember, I want to go into her memories because this will help me remember a lot more things. This is why I love The Sims 2, because it's so messy, but in the best way. Yeah, I gotta age her up. Oh my gosh. When did they adopted a dog? Milo? Okay. What's happening? Receive a friendly hug. Okay. Anyway, where's that memory at? Where'd they go? Aha! Yes. Here it was. Oh. Yes. I remember this. I remember doing this on stream where she had Scarlet, she met Nina, became BFFs with Daniel Pleasant, which is great. And then eventually she caught Daniel cheating on her with Dawn. That's the twist. Daniel cheated on Caitlin with Dawn Lothario, and that's when they got together. And then eventually Caitlin kicked out Daniel out of their house, this house right here that I think, did I build this? No, I did not. EA did. But they lived here for a short time, Daniel and Caitlin, for a hot 2 seconds before he got kicked out. And I wanted to make it where Caitlin was like taking like revenge on Daniel, calling up people, calling CPS, calling these random, people in Blue Water Village and Pleasant View, making these weird, wild accusations saying that Daniel Pleasant's the worst father. He never feeds his child. He never takes care of his child, never clothes or does anything, like making the worst things out of just thin air. And none of it was true. And so when she got her heart broken and found out that Daniel moved in with Dawn and they got married and adopted a baby named Sonya Dor, that's when things got sideways, because eventually she kind of like realized that her baby was being stolen from her by Dawn, or by Daniel, by Daniel. She didn't like it because she wanted to be, the best mother of the year. She wanted to be, this like kind, like-hearted person, well-liked by everyone. But it didn't work out that way for her, because she realized that all of that hurt and heartache was all because of Mary Sue. Mary Sue was like that one person that was holding her back from her true love, which was Daniel. And she got in the way, and she kind of felt jealous because all the love and the luxury and the life that she had, she never got, because she was working under Mary Sue. And she wanted to be Mary Sue because of the wealth and the name and everything. She wanted to become a Pleasant, just to have that name, that status, that luxury, and never got it. And so CPS was called. They showed up. Nothing happened. Drove away. And so I don't think I did anything after the fact, because I felt the story was kind of falling off between Caitlin and Daniel. And then I wanted to just kind of leave it the way it was, have her live her own life, to be fully honest. So I moved away from that. And then I think eventually at one point I wanted to make it even more crazier and have Dawn find out that Daniel was cheating on him with Malcolm. And this is where it got even more messier, because when This is like, I would say like the second relationship. No, this is the third relationship that Daniel has ever had. Mary Sue, Caitlin, and now Dawn. And both times he was kicked out of his own house, or kicked out of a house and a relationship at the same time. When he got kicked out and divorced by Mary Sue, he lost all of his money, all of his reputation, his family, friends. No one trusted him ever again because of what he did to Mary Sue. And so when he moved in with the maid, and as they called him, the help, it was even worse. And so when he moved into into Caitlin's house, this was also kind of when he realized that the only most reasonable, well-liked person in the world was Malcolm Landgrab, who lived right across the street, might I add. This is where I think he didn't realize what could possibly happen if he fell in love with somebody that was also rich. I'm gonna pause because ads are playing. Ads are playing, and I also need to sip my tea. Okay. Anyway, there's so I need to look up this video because I need to figure out how long have I really been playing this save. While ads play. Let me see. I have a whole playlist on YouTube that I gotta find. YouTube has changed so much. It's so weird over here. Where is Sims 2 Pleasant View? I really do I make so many playlists out of nothing. I need to stop doing that. I need to organize my playlists on YouTube. It's messy over here. Ah, here it is. 17 videos, really? I thought I had more. What was the first video I did? Oh my gosh. I've been playing the save since 2018. My gosh. Lordy to the actual Lou. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the, oh my. Wow. Honestly, my brain, you only have one Sims legacy that you clearly remember all the details, and all the legacies are not so much. Oh yeah, literally, I'm not joking. All my other legacies, I feel like this one and my O'Connor legacy are the only two that has so much detail that I can remember. But the other ones, I cannot remember a single fact. Like, very little. Those are the only two. But I'm just like, how am I remembering all these things? I think I also kind of go off of like what the memories tell me, which helps. I wish we had a memory system as detailed as The Sims 2, because it would make our lives so much more easier. I live for storytelling. I want to see if I can... Ooh, I don't know if Ooh, hold on. Ew, 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 ew. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was back in 7 years ago. Oh my gosh. How did I not? Wait, did I really start this Let's Play off as was Cassandra? Oh, I did. So this is, no, I've been playing this since 2017, but I started uploading updates about in 2018. Oh my gosh. I'm crazy. Wow, who would have thought? Anyway, welcome back from the ads, friends, if you got an ad. So, where was I? If you want to watch the playlist for your own pure enjoyment, here's the link to the YouTube playlist on YouTube. There's 17 videos. There probably should be more, but I just haven't made them. But I probably should have, and I probably have made them, but I probably haven't categorized them correctly. But there's 17 videos in that playlist that you can watch basically from the very beginning. So you can enjoy that. But where was I? What was I talking about? Anyway. Hi, LRB. Welcome in. How are you? Things are going good. I cannot complain too much. I'm living my best... No. I am living my best life right now because I am explaining my favorite thing called Sims 2 lore of my Sims 2 Pleasant View save. Having fun. You're playing Tomb Raider, Stephen Colony and myself out first. Oh, wow. Well, enjoy that. Oh, I also forgot. I've owned that game since 2020, but never played it. I don't remember buying Tomb Raider. I literally do not remember buying Tomb Raider in 2020. Everything back then was a blur. I have the same edition that you have with all the DLCs, but I've never played a single time. But I'm like, wait, I should probably play it. Oh, you had a busy day and you're tired now? Totally valid. I had a very long, just like simple day. I've been sick for like 4 or 5 days now, and I'm still recovering, but I'm getting a little bit better day by day. So I can totally understand. Rest. We're just explaining drama and lore today about my Sims 2 Pleasant View save while making a PowerPoint slide. But I'm kind of just going down the list of things that I've explained thus far. So feel free to sit back, relax. It's a very chilled stream today, but drama-filled. Oh, the remasters lately? Ooh. I feel like I should play Tomb Raider again, or at least just play for the first time. Which reminds me, I need to start claiming my Epic free games too. Reminder, friends, if you have an Epic Games account, you can claim your free game codes, because someone told us, I think yesterday in stream, that they're doing like a holiday free code thing for a couple of days, I believe. And Misty, thank you for the daily click for Palestine. I appreciate that. Oh, okay, so back to the lore, I remember now. So basically when Daniel moved out or got kicked out of the Langerak household to move with Don Lothario, which we built a house in Pleasant View a while back ago, like years ago. And you know what? I know exactly what it is. I know where it's at. I know exactly where this is at. We did streams of this. I know I wasn't crazy. We did so many streams of this, and I've uploaded every single stream in a dedicated playlist for this. I can give you more. Oh, I have so many. Where is the playlist? Oh, Sims 2 Shenanigans. But did it start that way? Strange Town, Pleasant View. Did it start that way? Oh, I kind of started in 20... Maybe okay, most of it's not really organized. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Okay, maybe that's not the right one to see. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition. Yeah, that's the one that Dabney has. Oh my gosh, I've heard really good things about it. Because didn't they like remaster or like update that one recently, not too long ago? Oh, you went to a memorial at your local park for homeless people. Felt good to recognize them and show them they're not forgotten. That's really nice of you doing that. Thank you for doing that. That's really, really nice. They are not forgotten. Exactly. They are not forgotten. That's why we do charity fundraisers like this. We're fundraising for Feeding America. With Feeding America, they help anyone and everyone in the nation to provide like meals, groceries, SNAP benefit resources, help in any type of way that they might need. So thank you for doing that, for going to that memorial at your local park for homeless people and recognizing them and showing that they're not forgotten. Because there are a lot of times people just like drive by them on the side of the highway. They see them and they just drive by, don't say anything. So thank you for doing that. I really, really, really appreciate that. I hope they know that you see them, you appreciate them. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, where's that house? Where do they live? Did they live here? I think they lived here, if I remember. This was their old house. Yes, it was. So when, oh, wait, no, actually, was it here? Ah, I knew I named these right. Pleasant Pad. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. What's this? Pleasant Pad. I built 2 houses. Pleasant Pad. Did I, who lived here? Was it Daniel Pleasant? Oh, wait. Oh, this house is empty. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. No, okay, no, this was actually Dawn and Daniel's first house that they bought together. When they were like first married for a hot minute, and they adopted Sonyador, and then when they realized they were adding in a second child into the household, along with like more people, they had to move. I now remember this house. I remember. Just like the good old days. Scary. Good old days. But around that time when, I think, yeah, Dawn and Daniel had gotten married, they moved in together, they moved out of this old house, moved into a new house, which was Dawn's last house ever to live in. This is when things got even more messier, because this was a moment where Daniel wasn't satisfied in his relationship. He was never satisfied. He always wanted more. Deep down, I always thought that Daniel was like the good guy in the relationship. I always thought he was the one that wasn't going to break anyone's heart after, you know, Caitlyn and Mary Sue and all those other people. Like, he had like some redeemable qualities, I would think so. He had nothing to redeem whatsoever. This was a house that I wanted Sonyador, Scarlett, Dawn and Daniel to live in for the rest of their lives. But Dawn went to work because it was a medical career. Dawn went to work, Sonyador was home, Malcolm was in the house, and so was Daniel. Daniel kissed Malcolm on the lips while Sonyador was in the home. Sonyador saw that Daniel was cheating, and Daniel said, if you tell Dawn what you saw, I'm shipping you back to that foster home like you've never been there, like you've never been here before. He literally threatened his own like stepchild, his own child that he adopted, because he didn't want to get caught cheating when he was the one that did all this messiness. So he threatened Sonyador, who, might I add, was a child at the time. And Sonyador was like, okay, I don't want to ruin anything. I don't want to do anything that's going to cause any drama. And so what I did for Sonyador, I had Sonyador call up Malcolm Landgrab, because they kind of interacted for a little bit so they can kind of chat with each other a little bit more. I had Sonyador call up Malcolm Landgrab, and by the time she called him up, Malcolm said, sure, I'll come over. Dawn came home kind of like midway through, and right as he walked in, we see Daniel and Malcolm kissing right around, I would say like around like in this area. Daniel kind of lost it. Dawn lost it. So Dawn and Daniel start fighting, doing all sorts of craziness. And then, of course, as you know, Malcolm was like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't understand. So I think whatever the altercation happened, Malcolm left. And then Dawn, in this like moment in time, he already knew that he had a son. He knew he had ruined so many lives throughout his entire life of cheating on like 3-4 different people, and just didn't have any repercussions. And like he realized that cheating on people actually has consequences, and he was cheated on, and he didn't like that, and he felt hurt about that. And he said no more. Like, this kind of like took him through a loop, saying maybe I should like rekindle my life and like maybe like rebuild these relationships again with these people that I've hurt before, for the people that I've hurt, so they never will hurt again. And so he divorced Daniel, kicked him out of the house, of this house. So he lived on his own. Daniel did on his own for a hot minute in a random bachelor pad, for a hot 2 seconds before he died. And then Dawn took over the whole relationship of the whole house of Sonya Doors, Scarlett, and then of course taking care of, I think, their dog at that one point when they had, and then it just got weird after a while. But I don't know. It's definitely taken a turn slowly but surely. Oh, you were homeless in the past and know how it feels. I'm one of the lucky ones. Hey, I'm glad that you are one of the lucky ones. I'm glad that you're still here with us. Just know, never give up. Never give up. I always want to like help as many people as I want to help as many people as I possibly can in the world. Because I always say no one should ever be homeless. No one should ever be unhoused. Ever. If I had a cajillion dollars in the world, everyone would have a roof over their head. All bills would be paid. People wouldn't have to worry about debt. Like, if I was the richest person in the world, I would just donate all the money to people. Like, it's just that simple. There's somebody in the world, in this crazy, crazy world, has too much power, that needs to donate all of their money. Someone that just became a trillionaire. Anyway, hi Ravenclaw, hi Gigi, welcome in. How are you today? Happy Friday. Hope all is well and swell with you. So, what I would like to do is let's start making our little PowerPoint slide. This is what we're doing today. Making a PowerPoint slide from scratch. That's the nicest thing to do, literally. Because one, groceries are too high, rent is too high, mortgages are too high, insurance, interest, everything's just too high these days. So I'm like, if you've got $1 trillion, what are you doing with it? Really? Okay. So I think I want to make this slide. Because I want to make this slide up here and make this slide. I want to duplicate this. I always forget. I don't really use a lot of Google Slides, but I'm like, I gotta use it a little bit more, honestly. I want to make it fancy, but not too fancy. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna call this, the start. I don't know. I have not made a PowerPoint slide in so long that I truly, honestly, sometimes forget how to properly even make things anymore. It feels like a school project, but yet I'm not being graded for it. It's wild, I know. It's wild. Hi, Goopy. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. We're only like 6 days away until Christmas. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that's large. Isn't that crazy? We're only 6 days away until Christmas. Got any fun plans for the holiday season? Movie watching? TV watching? Heated Rivalry? Stranger Things watching? It's weird because Heated Rivalry and Stranger Things episode 5, 6, and 7 drop on the same day. Different times, but same day. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll survive. Eventually. I know, 11-ish days before the new year. That's so crazy. Isn't that wild? Like, I don't even, like, I haven't even made a list of things that I want to do in 2026. I mean, the first thing I want to do definitely is, I want to, like, start writing a book, at least. I did not want to type it like that. Oh, I did. Characters. Oop, can't spell. There we go. Is there an actual fiance button where you... Wait. A finance button when you edit a relationship in The Sims Recast or Retro? No, I don't think so. I have not been in Sims Recast in 10,000 years to edit a relationship, personally. In The Sims 4, I know there is. In The Sims 3, though, I don't think so. If you, like, edit a relationship. Well, wait a minute. Sibling, parent. Well, it might be called engaged. It might be called engaged in The Sims 3. And I think in The Sims 4, it might be fiance. It's been a minute. There might be. There might be. If not, then I might be thinking of something completely different. Oh, you did get some Christmas gifts from volunteers today? Oh, that's nice. Did you open them? Did you open them? I hope you didn't. Copy. Oh, wrong way to copy and paste. Copy. How do I duplicate slide? I always forget these buttons. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Okay. But I think there might be a fiance button, but I literally could be wrong. Let's get this right here. I might have to literally do this the quickest way possible. Well, that's really nice, though. You got some Christmas gifts from volunteers. I hope it's the things that you have always wanted or, you know, weren't expecting. Oh, I can't replace it like that. Crazy. I'll change these names later. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah. I feel like I should have done this beforehand, but you know, there's nothing like preparing on stream. I think it's always fun. Oh, and the drama between these two, how I've described Lilith and Angela Pleasant. Of course, we know they're twins and they really love and hate each other at the same time. But I always thought that eventually at one point, Mary Sue favored Angela more than Lilith, which is of course true. And we all knew that Lilith was the black sheep of the family, was always ignored, always kind of hated in some type of way, but was always like low-key Daniel's favorite because she wasn't like Angela, and Angela felt so much pressure to the point where she literally snapped. This is where it got crazy. Angela snapped. When she got into university, she literally crashed out to the point where she disowned her entire family. I forgot this part of the lore. Angela disowned her entire family the moment she left the house and went into university, and thought to herself, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this Pleasant family anymore. I don't want to be a part of be associated with this Daniel, this Mary Sue, this Lilith. No longer. Because Daniel at this point cheated on Mary Sue, Caitlin, and Dawn all at the same time, or in different ways, all messy. So that was like, okay, knock out the park, I don't like you no more. Mary Sue, she was just downright too controlling, too crazy. Left the door. And then Liz, of course, they kind of butt heads, but then eventually rekindled the relationship towards the end of their like adulthood, I would say. So they're now on good terms now that they're like fully fledged adults, which is great, thank goodness, because I was not trying to have another messy family tree. Not now. Add to you right here. But I will tell you, Angela had a baby in university with Dustin Broke, as we know. Angela and Dustin Broke were meant to be. They were kind of like the Romeo and Juliet of Pleasant View, really. And so they had a baby in university. And they have at least, I think, 3 kids together now. And they've been married for this entire time. I need to age up. There's someone I need to age up now so the timelines kind of make sense. I think I'm going to age up Caitlin Langerek, probably so, at some point. I also need to age up some of the other kids. Where did I put the oldies? Oh, I put them right here. I put them in a different folder. That's why I don't see them in here. There we go. Enjoy your lurk. Oh, you opened them? Guilty as charged? Oh, you got some clothes and a gift card to Walmart. Oh, fine. I love gift cards. I'll put this in this folder. There we go. I love gift cards. I always say use them when you can and when they, especially gift cards that don't expire, because I'll forget to use gift cards most of the time, but when I use them, I gotta use them. That's good. Got some clothes too out of it. Walmart has some good stuff these days. Oh, Angela, Lilith, and Dirk went to college together. Oh, and then they both graduated and they all moved into a house and Dustin joined them too. Oh, that's really nice. I think I had Lilith skip university altogether because I just felt like she didn't have like the right mindset to be part of that university life. And I ended up having her. Oh, this is where it even got more funnier. I remember. That's right. When Dawn broke up and kicked out Daniel out of their house, Daniel moved in with Malcolm. That's where it kind of got twisted. Daniel moved in with Malcolm, and Malcolm and Daniel were like about to get married. The only reason why they were going to get married is because Daniel manipulated Malcolm, saying, hey, I love you. Let's do all these different things together, blah, 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 have a family, whatever. He was just really just only using for his money and status. Didn't get any of that. Lilith actually found out about what her father was doing and told Malcolm, saying, hey, don't marry my dad because he's going to actually scam you out of all of your money and your fame and your reputation, so don't marry him. And so Malcolm didn't, but only after they adopted a kid together. So it even got more messier because a child was involved into the mix. So, yeah, I basically, to kind of just catch up with all that, Lilith is now in the university world together with Alexander Goth with their with Lilith's step sibling through Malcolm and Daniel. So there's that. Oh, I hope you feel better, Nicola. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry they had a rough week this week. Rest up, lurk away. Of course, we're just explaining lore and drama today right now. Hey, hey, what's what? Oh. Okay. Anyway, but I'm sending you all the hugs and love your way. I hope you feel better soon. It's definitely been one of those like weeks, I feel, with everything that's going on, like weather-wise and traveling and all the other scary stuff. But feel better soon. I'm still recovering from being sick, so I can totally understand. Oh, I gotta add these symmetries later. I'll do that later. Okay. But yeah, Lilith is kind of together with Alexander Goth and everything. I think Dirk Dreamer, I think I actually ended up having him try to date Scarlett at one point, and it didn't work out. He went to college and then graduated. He lives in an abandoned, he did try to date Scarlett, but it didn't work out. But in some weird way, everyone started being related. That's where it got very messy for me, because everyone started becoming related to each other in some weird way. Then I'm like, I've got to like switch things up, add some new Sims so things don't get weird, because I literally blame one man. A straight one. Well, okay. Not really straight anymore. But I just, I just blame a man. Just a man. An awful one, might I add. He ruined my entire save. Because when you look at this family tree, I don't know how to explain it. He messed up my life. Your gameplay with the Pleasants went bad. First day, Mary Sue caught Daniel cheating with Caitlyn. Divorced, moved out, got old. Ooh. He's just existing because I don't care about him. Honestly, I don't blame you. I think, yeah, I didn't really care for Daniel either. I was getting kind of tired of him like, just existing in the world, so I just moved him into like a random apartment building that was like pre-made, and I ended up having him like have a baby with a random sim that I made just to add some more chaos to it. And so he died literally the next day after he tried for a baby with a sim, and then he gave all of his money to the sim that he just met after one day. So it just made things even worse. So it was crazy. But yeah, this is like the weird family tree. I mean, we got Jonathan Dimitri Goth, we got Bambi Caliente, Sanyador Pleasant, and then Michael and Carly Shay Caliente, the nice witch. So, of course, Don and Cassandra had a kid named Jonathan. Bambi is between Nina and Don. Sanyador is between Don and Daniel. And then Michael and Carly Shay are between Dina and Don together. But here's the other twist. Flynn Caliente is between Dina and Mortimer Goth. So at one point, Dina and Mortimer Goth were married. And so Dina was the stepmom of Cassandra, which even though Cassandra was older than Dina, it was like also weird. And it just got crazier and crazier. Anyway, but yeah, it got weird. Oh, and where was the other kid? Oh yeah, Sanyador. Yeah, when you click Sanyador, she has so many siblings. So of course, Jonathan, Bambi, Angela, Lilith, Scarlett, and then this last kid, Gregory Daniel Pleasant. Gregory is between Isabella Pleasant and Daniel Pleasant, who is now Daniel Landgrab. It just gets worse. I feel bad for Sanyador because she doesn't know half of her half siblings, but it's all because of one man, Don Lothario. Scarlett, of course, is between Caitlyn and Daniel, as we know, and then Angela and Lilith are between Daniel and Mary Sue. Dustin and Angela are together. They have 3 kids together. Daryl, Leo Oliver, and Charlotte Marie. Dustin has 4 other siblings, of course, between Brandy, but Bo and Camden Matthew are between Brandy and Skip Broke, who's dead from a pool accident. But these 2 other, Skip Broke and Janessa Desiree, are between Vincent Hurt and Brandy through a matchmaker. So it just gets worse as you just keep looking at this messy family tree. Like, it just keeps going further. Wild. Hi, Magical Rose. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today. How are you? Everyone's related. I really did turn Pleasant View into Strange Town. I really did. Not my intention, but it just got there eventually. Oh, and Nina Caliente actually had a baby with a random sim, I think was her coworker. We named it Joshua Joe Caliente for some odd reason. I don't know why, but we just did. So that happened. And I think where was the other sim that was there? I I don't know where the other Sim's at, but either way, it is what it is. He's just exploring. I don't know what he's doing anymore. Anyway, but that's what that family tree is. It's good. It got a little bit crazy. I was getting tired of the same old, same old. I'm like, let me add some drama. Give me some tea. So I was like, let's add some more lore. Oh my gosh. Hi, Fatty Acid. Welcome in. Oh, this is your first time sitting and watching the stream, and I think I found my new favorite TV show. Oh. I'm telling you, I live for drama in The Sims. I could sit here for hours on end just explaining my lore for hours. And I'm like, The Sims 2 just makes me more inspired to like keep talking about my lore because it never gets old for me. It's always so silly. But thank you for coming in and being your first time hanging out with us. Oh, the other drama, of course, as we know. Ooh, did I make two of them? Yeah, I did. The Dreamer family, they, I don't really like them, really anymore. I never really did. Oh, I can actually show you through this family tree right here. Oh, by the way, Cassandra hates Darren Dreamer, by the way. They had a kid together named Darren Jr. Of course, Darren is still unemployed, still lives in Pleasant View. And I'm thinking of actually having Cassandra go through like a legal court battle with Darren Dreamer here to get full custody of Darren Jr. at some point. Because Darren Jr. is still a child. But however, Cassandra is an elder, and so is Darren Dreamer. They're both elders. But I'm thinking of getting sole custody where Cassandra doesn't have to pay child support to Darren anymore, since they're no longer married and they are not really on speaking terms, even though they are like considered best friends forever via the game. I don't think they should really associate with them anymore. Because in a way, Cassandra, she loved Dawn so much, as we know, but she also had this like idea that she wanted to help other people. At least in my game, she had this idea of wanting to help other people where they needed help. And Darren loved Cassandra. God, it's all in the written lore already in the game. Darren loved Cassandra. Darren already had a previous relationship. He already had a wife and a son. Of course, we know Dirk Dreamer. His wife, his deceased wife, is in their backyard. Like literally, her grave is in their backyard, and her ghost still haunts them day by day. So secretly, Darlene Dreamer was like, I feel like in my mind, the way I was like seeing it, he still wasn't like over Darlene, and Darlene was not over Darren, and kind of in a way like inserted herself into the relationship even though she was never really there. Cassandra was always like, hey, can you like take this grave away from this backyard? I know it's your dead wife, but she can move somewhere else. And Darren's like, I don't have a job, I don't have money, blah 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 blah, which we already knew. He was an unemployed sim who wanted to just be an artist. And Cassandra supported Darren in all of his pursuits, all of his dreams, like funded his artist career, funded all of his studio work, make sure that he was like well taken care of and everything. And she was a very successful like person in her, I think, her career as a doctor. Well, she project leader. I don't think that was her career. Was that her career? No, that wasn't her career. What career did I get? Oh, I was like, what in the what? Where did I? Oh, wait, no. She was, okay, yeah, that's right. She was in the science, or I think the science career for a hot good second, but she was doing okay. She was doing okay with her career, making some good money. And so at one point, I think what kind of made the relationship sour is that Darren was asking for more money because he wanted to do more with his art. And even though they couldn't really afford those bills, those extra like expenses, he just kind of took advantage of that and stole money from her trust fund when he knew for sure well that she would not like it. Um, it just kind of like ruined the trust between them, and so she just left. She just left Darren because she didn't want to be a part of that relationship anymore, and she knew that she could do better, and she wanted to just be with someone that wanted her for her and not her money or her family background. And I always saw that not Daniel, but Dawn and Cassandra were like endgame goals to me. Even though that Dawn had a lot of flaws and still does, I always felt that Dawn didn't really care about Cassandra's, family and money and status, because like he just didn't really care about that. Um, so I always thought they were made for each other in the end. That's why they're still married or got remarried again after we had to resurrect him from the death. Um, I don't know. It definitely just made things easier for Cassandra after she left Darren. And so now she just wants to get her child back from that sleazy, greedy man. So then at this point, she doesn't need to keep paying. Exactly. She doesn't need to keep paying him anything supporting 2 kids. Exactly. Oh, you also brought back, oh, thank you. You also brought back Bella by moving her from Strangetown to Pleasant View. So that's my weird Gothamy lore. I tried to bring her back in my Pleasant View save. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't think I did it right. But what I did, and made it even more like delulu in my own brain, I can't really even show you because Mortimer's dead. Oh wait, actually, wait. Let me go over. I can do it this way. Well, I need to go over to Dina's household because it kind of shows in her memories. But basically, what had happened was, when we lived in Pleasant View for a short time. This was like also around the time that I think before Cassandra and Dawn got together to make that endgame goal, Dawn decided to go ahead and pursue, because he tried to propose to Dina Caliente 3 times. This fool got down on one knee 3 times to Dina Caliente. 2 times she said, no, because you're crazy. 2, you must be out of your licking mind. And 3 is like, you know what? I don't care. Let's just get married. So this was also at the point where she had so much money because, this is a funny fool story. I think, remind me, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Dina Caliente who wanted to marry somebody rich. Was that correct? Because I know one of the Caliente sisters had a want to marry rich Sims. Because I know one of the 2 had a memory of a past loved one, because Bella Goth, her brother, Michael Batchelor, died, and one of them had a crush on them, and they were supposed to be married, and there was an urn in their house. Either way, one of them wanted to marry rich. And I remember that I wanted to have Dina Caliente marry into the family just because she seemed like she wanted to have a lot of money and we wanted to marry rich. She was right here. And I had Dina marry Mortimer, mostly just for the money purposes, because she wanted to be very rich, as she does. But this fool, Dina here, who's now a mean witch somehow, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Where is it at? There's so many memories. So many. Where did it go? Nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay, no, it was. It was Dina. Yeah, Dina Caliente wanted to marry Michael Bachelor because he was a very rich sim. He was a part of the Bachelor family, Bella Bachelor, which is her maiden last name. Um, Inherited money from Michael, and then got repoed somehow. Met some other sims, blah 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 blah. This is when she fell in love with Dawn multiple times, woohooed with Dawn in his bachelor pad while he was still in a relationship with Cassandra and having his baby. And then she caught Dawn cheating with somebody else. They became no longer friends. That's when she kissed Mortimer Goth for the first time, woohooed with Mortimer for the first time, and then got engaged to Mortimer Goth, all in that same time frame. And then became enemies with Cassandra because she married her father, became step parents, and that's just a whole other thing. She married a rich sim like she always wanted, so she inherited over, I think, like 4 somehow like million simoleons. And so when they got married, she fell in love, and then here's where it got twisted. From going from falling in love with Mortimer Goth and breaking up with Mortimer Goth and moving out and then moving into a mansion, what I did and what I wanted to do is somehow have Mortimer have like this weird episode, this weird in denial stage of his life. They were all in the bathroom. I don't know why. I think because Dina was pregnant with Mortimer's baby. And so I wanted to like cheat some way to get Bella back into Pleasant View just to do some fun lore stuff. But when I tried to do it, she came back and then like went away. So I interpret that as like I knew I messed up some way somehow in my Pleasant View save, but I made it where Mortimer thought he saw his like disappearing wife Bella Goth in the bathroom. And it was like, oh my gosh, my Bella, my sweet, my love, oh my gosh. And so Mortimer, the senile old man that he was, said, you know what, Dina, it's not cutting out for me anymore. Let's break up. Let's get out of here. And so that's when Mortimer broke up with Dina Caliente, but she took all the money in the divorce. Okay? And so she moved out really quick while she could, and then she decided to go ahead and live in this mansion right here, a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom mansion over here. The richest house in the Sims 2 catalog, which I think this came with one of the Sims 2 packs, and I can't remember exactly what pack it came with, but I know it came with the Sims 2. Very rich house, by the way. Cost a lot of money. And so she moved into that house. She adopted, obtained a child or a dog at one point, Leroy. And then she opened her first business. I don't know how. She had her baby, Flynn Caliente. Good. And then she lost a fight with Mortimer. This is where it even got even weirder. So I think I also wanted to have it where, what was it? Where was it? Won a fight with Mortimer, got engaged to Dawn. Where was the other one? Had an affair. Oh. I know what it is. They fought for a couple of times, and she lost several fights. And then I think close to up here, won a fight with Mortimer after one time, got engaged to Dawn after being asked 3 times by the man. Dawn got engaged, married Dawn, did the whole thing, and then they had a great wedding party, and then she got demoted from her job, and then they had twins, Carly Shay and Michael Caliente. She named Michael after her dead crush, Michael Bachelor. And we just named Carly Shay after iCarly, so iCarly. Now this is also where it got even more crazier. She thought to herself, you know, Don's not the one for me. Don is not the man I really see myself ever really hanging out with, loving forever and forever. So she called up her whole beau, Mortimer Goth, saying, hey Mortimer, I'm so sorry. Let me just like apologize to you for all the crazy things I said about you, blah, 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 blah. Called him over, they hung out, they did a little thing. But I have you, I think in this moment, yes, in this moment, Mortimer, Dina, and Dawn were all outside, not from this house right here. They were literally on like the driveway. Let's just like chit chat, basically on the sidewalk, really chatting. Dina smooched Mortimer on the lips, so she had an affair with Mortimer. Fell in love with Mortimer. That's why they had two loves at once, Dawn and Mortimer. And then, of course, Dawn, who was right there, slapped Dina because she got caught cheating by Mortimer Goth. She lost best friends, of course. Then got caught cheating by Dawn because they were just doing the two things at once. And then broke up with Dawn. And then she moved out of this house, lost everything in the divorce. Dawn took all the money. He had over like 2 million simoleons at that one point. She moved out of this house and then moved here. And then Mortimer died. And then she inherited some money. But you know how much? Very little money from that inheritance. And then I don't know what I did, and I don't know how it happened. I guess I made her find a witch, and then she became a mean witch some way, somehow. And now she lives by herself, being a witch with a newfound dog, who also ran away and then eventually came back. Also, she's in her law career still. Messy. Like, Dina, she got money, lost money, got money, and then lost it again. Yeah, you heard that right. Dead crush. This was like a long time ago. This was like a thing way back in the day. Here it is. Yeah, so Michael Bachelor was already dead in the game when you play The Sims 2 in Pleasantview at the very start. Michael Bachelor's already dead. You've never really seen him or play with him at all. And so, Dina always had a crush to marry a rich Sim and also loved Michael Bachelor. So she named one of her kids after her dead crush that she was supposed to eventually get married to. So it was a little bit of a lore. Oh, you moved her into one of your Strange Town families and moved out via the newspaper, and she was in the family been in Pleasantview. So I moved her to Cassandra. Oh. Okay, so that's how you do it. I probably should have done that. Because technically, Bella is still in Strange Town for me. I've only seen her one time. No. I'm not there yet. I was like, what if I do that? No. Well, no. Okay, well, I could. Because I feel like Cassandra at this point, she's like maybe in her 70s. And I would say Bella is alive, but she's in her like 90s. So I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try and find Bella in Strange Town. Okay. I'm gonna do that. You kind of feel bad for Mortimer losing his love of his life, Bella. I know. I feel bad for him, honestly. It's really sad because Mortimer never really deserved any of it. All he wanted to do was just live his life and, you know, be with his family. And then Dina ruined everything. It's just sad. It really just is. But this is what Dina looks like in my game. I haven't shown you a single sim of what they look like. But this is Dina Caliente. Of course, she has CC on her face, that makeup, letting her shine right through. But this save has gone through so much trials and tribulations, so many ups and downs and twists and turns. It's become a lot. A lot of changes have happened, but a lot of good changes at least, I will say. Let me add all these Sims in here. Who would have thought making a PowerPoint presentation would take this long? Not me. I found all these images on like the Sims 2 wiki page. I'm like, I gotta use them all up. Oh, I don't really have to size them down, really, actually. I can just do this. I always found it very weird that Cassandra was an adult in The Sims 2 at the very beginning. But it kind of made sense for like lore-wise. I was like, ooh, what do you mean? Because the way I see it is that the timeline started with like Sims 1, no, Sims 3, Sims 1, Sims 2, and then 4 is just out there out the wazoo. Really. There's Bella. Because when you think about it, Bella and Mortimer are children in The Sims 3 and Sunset Valley. And then in Sims 1, it's Bella, Mortimer, and then Cassandra, who is a child. And of course, in The Sims 2, you got the whole fam, except one is missing. Bella Goth. Bella! Where have you been, Loca? For all we know, Bella could have been imprinted on somebody, and that imprinting was on an alien. For all we know. Or when you first played back in the 2000s, I thought Alexandra was Cassandra's kid. No, honestly, I always like had a feeling, but I'm like, it makes sense because she's an adult and he's a child. And I'm like, it could make sense. Yes. But I'm like, something's not right around here. Timeline-wise, doesn't make any sense. But no, it could, honestly, if Bella was not in the picture, yeah, I could see that happening for sure. Okay, I need to get a screenshot of Camden, but I'm going to get a screenshot of him as a young adult. Most of the kids, so I'm kind of like in this in-between generation. Like I'm on generation 2 and 3 at the same time, depending on what particular household I'm playing. But I'm like in the in-betweens of everything at the moment. Like I'll start playing one household and I'll forget one other household and I'll play that one. It all depends on like how I'm feeling that day, if I'm getting bored. Oh, let me snooze this real quick. There we go. Okay. Where are they at? Oh, there's Donathan. Oh my gosh. I like also the show household friends and relatives. I like the connections because it shows you where they are from. So, of course, we've got Alexander and Lilith Pleasant living over here in the university world with Amin Landgrab the Fifth. So that is that sim over there. And then we have Camden, Skip, and Bambi all in the same university area. So I need to get screenshots of all the kids. Ah! And what also made it so scarier, this is the other reason why Cassandra never told Dawn that she had a baby, but also the other reason why Cassandra never told Jonathan about his father ever, because look at him. He's literally the spitting image of Don Lothario. I mean, same cheekbones, same Johnny Bravo hair. I mean, it's the most spookiest, like, Twitches Parent Trap thing I've ever seen. Like, that's a straight up carbon copy and paste. Those Don Lothario jeans are strong. I'm telling you. Like, you could not tell me any different. Like, that's Don right there. He also has a fear of being enemies with Cassandra, Darren, and Dirk. Okay, that's crazy. He's not really in, like, any relationships right now. He wants to be a lot more, at least I want him to be a lot more closer with Sonyador, just because I feel like they can relate a lot of being abandoned in their family, really. Where is Sonyador, by the way? Oh, she's all the way back here. Yeah. I want to make sure they get more closer because they are more family-like. He's currently a sophomore, about to be a junior. He's gonna be in the culinary career because he loves food. He always grew up loving food. I always like base off of like their interests or their usually based off of their interests, I kind of decide what they would like the most in like school, university wise, and like culture, entertainment, food, work, sci-fi, paranormal seemed very high, and I felt like food and culinary would have worked very well for him as his major. He doesn't have any badges or anything. His hobby enthusiasms are in games, and his chemistry is just there, but he's very outgoing and very active. And so him being a Gemini makes total sense. But that's kind of where I see him. You know, he just needs a facial. That's so true. So true. Where's his dorm room, actually? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, his dorm room's right here. He doesn't have any final exams, but I don't think he did he? He's not even done his term paper yet, either. Sir, hop to it. Thank you. We got things we gotta do. But yeah, I feel like he's just literally a carbon copy. I'm also kind of glad I did not incorporate that story progression mod, because I'm a micromanager when it comes to like my Sims games. So I like to control everything that my Sims are doing, so it doesn't like get ruined by the actual game itself. But I will tell you, I always have a fun time dabbling in like the most chaotic thing ever. That's why certain saves take me forever and a day to complete anything. Oh, he also wants to join a Greek house. That's right. I need to lock that in eventually for him to join down the line. And then he's still good friends with Darren because they lived together for a short time when Cassandra and Darren were together for a hot 2 seconds. And I think that's all I had. I took a photo of him. I did that. Oh, I only took a photo of his major, so I have that for timeline reasons. There we go. Yeah, his memories are mostly in the green. Yeah. He didn't really know his father until where was the I can't remember, where was that one where he met Dawn? Malcolm, Ravi, Sonyador, Camden, Georgina, Bambi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Garrett. I almost called you a different name. But hi, Garrett. Welcome in. How are you? I've been seeing your streams, at least your stream notifications. How are you? How's your day? Listen, sweaty. Your new name is Sweaty now. Hey. Hi. Hello. I'm sad that Boots got canceled. Netflix is whack. Oh, you went to dinner with Sarah for a late birthday thing. Oh, that's fun. I'm glad that you're slaying her day, as you should. Also, congratulations on the new job. I be on LinkedIn. I see you. Unless that isn't new and you just posted about it. But hey, congratulations, my friend. I hope the dinner went really fun. You ate some good food, honestly, and I hope Sarah had fun as well. There we go. Perfect. I'm just like explaining my lore of The Sims 2 right now while taking a bunch of screenshots. I'm making a PowerPoint presentation. I would think it'd be really fun to do like a PowerPoint night on stream with some friends. But I want to like of course plan that out a little bit better. But I'm making a PowerPoint slide of my lore of Pleasant View and how it became so messy in the past, oh my gosh, since 2017, basically. So there's a lot of lore I've got to explain. Yes. I'm sad I didn't get to do a PowerPoint night because I was gonna do one with some simmers during TwitchCon, but I think I had other things I was doing that night that I couldn't really attend. So I want to do something. Oh, it is new. You've only been there for 3 weeks. Ooh, fun. I like that. You also miss Randy Joe's birthday. Say hello to the people, Randy Joe. They haven't seen you in 10,000 years. Say hello to everyone. Hey. Hey. Hey, people. It's me, Randy Joe. Of course. As you can all see, this is what you call a 4-year. This is what I call a 4-year-old Maltese dog. 4 years old. You're 32. You're 32 years old, Randy Joe. 32. Do you feel 32? Do you feel woo? Do you feel young? Oh my gosh. That's him. He has a Steelers onesie cuz that's my dad's favorite team and it's the only football team that we support around here in the household of Spring. I don't understand sports at all, but you know what? It is what it is. I cheer on the team that's winning. So, oh, we kind of match a little bit. Yellow and black, yellow background lights, black beanie. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Does anyone know that song? Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Or black and yellow, something the fellow. B movie. Mm-mm-mm. I am ready. He's about to set sail. This kind of day couldn't just be better cause it keeps on trying. Keeps on trying. I'm sorry, I'm watching too much TikTok. You step away for 20-ish to go across the street with your dog and come back to a puppy. Yeah, this is my dog, Randy Joe. He's 4. I've been watching too much TikTok lately. Monarch Randy Joe, exactly. What a wonderful frame to drop in. I wonder what my Twitch VOD will look like. Because Twitch always uses random freeze frames sometimes, and I don't know why. I'm like, hope it's this one. Hi, Hale. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome in. Do, do, do. Oh my gosh. Help. I'm not sure if it's an issue. But when I load into the stream, I can see the stream normally for a few seconds and it goes black. Oh, that's a Twitch issue. You're not the only one has had that issue before. but that is a Twitch problem, and I do not know how to fix that at all. Twitch has been having a lot of issues these past couple, well, forever, really. Um, I don't know why that keeps happening to people, where like you can't see it, but you can hear it, or like it's reversed. Yeah, but it also could be a browser issue too. Um, I know that like if you have like an ad blocker or something like that, that usually can be an issue, or like connection issues. So it could be three, one of three things most likely. I would say maybe switching browsers might help because I use Google Chrome. Oh, thank you, Dabney, for posting that. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I wanted to show you. So, what we're doing today for anyone that's like popping in right now, we're currently just, I'm basically just redoing my entire lore, or like explaining my lore of my Sims 2 save. And I'm making a PowerPoint presentation about it for just for funsies, really. And I'm like trying to remember all the stories, all the lore, all the messiness that has happened. And it's getting there. But I wanted to show you. So basically, like I said, Cassandra never told Dawn about the baby until Donathan was like, I want to know more about my dad. So all this time, I'm not joking. When she, where did it go? Where's that? Oh yeah, basically when he was born, all he knew was his immediate family, Cassandra, Mortimer, Alexander, like those people. And of course Dirk and all that stuff like that. He grew up, Bella died again. Alexander grew up well, they got adopted a dog named Max. Max did not live that long. Don broke up out of the household. Like the only memory that he technically has about Don is when Cassandra broke up with well, actually, this might have been a memory from a long time ago because they. Oh wait, no, this is when Cassandra got married to Darren Dreamer. This probably happened way like whatever relationship he was in around the time. Then they broke up. Whatever happened, either way, he never met his father. Period. Until like met Dawn. Nice to meet you, stranger. I cannot make this stuff up. This was on the night of his birthday party. His birthday party. I love my birthday party. Everyone had a fantastic time. And then he snuck out either way with Sonyador. Okay? Oh, now I know where this came from. The whole engaged and broken up was because of Daniel. That's what happened. That's also why I see Don got re-engaged to Dina Caliente. That's when that happened. But yeah, he asked his father on the day he met him, first day, saying, "Can I sneak out?" Don said no. I don't think so. But he snuck out either way behind their backs, but never got grounded. So that was like, okay. It's like, who does that? You meet your father for the very first time saying, "Hey, can I sneak out of the house?" It's like, 1, I just met you. 2, I don't live here. And 3, does your mom know? Nope. Oh, use Opera GX on your laptop and keep the stream normally. Oh, perfect. I actually switched over to Opera GX. I'm slowly transitioning to that because Google Chrome be having issues a lot, for at least for me, because like when I go into different browser tabs, things tend to get clogged up and like freeze for some weird reason. So Opera GX has saved me a lot. That's good, and you're welcome. Always happy to help whenever you need help. Hi Curly, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. How are you? Ooh, I hope you're doing well. How's life? How's the world? I'm glad to have you back today on this stream. We're taking a bunch of screenshots for my Sims 2 presentation PowerPoint that I'm making right now. We're just kind of going through all the households that I think that I need to add to my PowerPoint. I'm just trying to get the bare basics first. I'm adding in all the townies, all the main townies. Let's do this. I'm gonna say main characters. And then I'm gonna do another one called side characters plus children, I guess. Yeah. The side characters. Yeah, sure. Why not? Also, Greeny Bean, thank you for the day. Click for Palestine. Enjoy your lurk if you're lurking. Do not feel like you have to come out of your lurk to say hello or anything, but feel free to lurk away. But I'm glad to have you here, Curly Girl. Curly Girl Gaming. I like that name. That's a nice name. I feel like I should take... No, I don't need to take a photo of this, actually. I've already saved, so I can go back to the neighborhood. So we need to take some photos of... Well, I don't need to take recent photos of Cassandra. No, not Cassandra, but I don't need to take photos... Well, I feel like I guess I should take updated photos of the Sims now. Because I already got Donathan, got him. I need to get Camden, Skip, and Bambi, of course. I also need to grab... Why do I have a Sim named Annabelle? I don't know why I do have that. Oh, Georgina Sands. I remember her. And then, let's see, who are the other ones? Forever Family. Oh my gosh, these people. I forgot Daryl and Elle. Oh my gosh, I forgot about... Wait a minute, Elle? Oh my god, I forgot about this. This is what happens when you add in so much lore and so many side characters into your save. So, here, oh, I was like, who built this house? Me. That's who. I built this house from scratch. I'm like, I don't think EA built this. Not back then. But what did I do? Where are you at? Oh, you're up here. How are you related? Oh my gosh, no. I understand the drama now. Okay. I get so tongue-tied up every day with the save. I'm not joking. So, here's the other funny part. You can see Herb and Coral Oldie, their faces are literally burnt because they were literally lit on fire. So was Mary Sue. Yeah, so that happened. But basically, if I remember correctly, yes. So when this is how it started. This is how Elle got into the family. Angela moved out to go to university, cut all ties with the entire family, hated all of them, including Lilith at the time. She moved to university to live with Dustin, and they had a kid together. Of course, their first kid was Daryl Pleasant, and they lived happily ever after in that time. They got married, they got engaged, all the things. But Lilith also just ran away from home because she did not want to be a part of this family anymore because she was considered the black sheep of the family. And of course, Mary Sue, the crazy controlling woman that she was at the time, she was like, I don't have anyone to control anymore. I don't have my life together. I'm divorced. I have this money, but I have nothing to use it for. I have this big old house, and I'm like, I don't understand anymore. I don't know what to do with my life. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, the only thing she could think of is to, of course, adopt a child. okay? She adopts a child named Elle Pleasant. And so she was like, hey, Elle, welcome to the family. I'm your mom, Mary Sue. You can call me Mom, Mamacita, Mommy, whatever you want to call me. I'm here to provide for you. We can get you into the right schools. I can hire you a tutor. Just being a very loving, nice mom. Okay? So a couple, I would say a couple, like maybe a year or two goes by, not in real life, but like in-game terms, and like how I usually play my Sims. 1-2 years go by. Lilith is doing her own thing. She comes by the house saying, Mom, who is that? And Mary's just like, oh, hi, Lilith, welcome. This is your sister, Elle. Yeah, she's gonna live with me. She's my new replacement of Angela. It is what it is. And Lilith was like, okay, I don't care. I just came here to get my clothes. Bye. So she left. Didn't have any care in the world about it. And so, what did I think Elle would? In a way, that's what Mary Sue wanted Elle Pleasant to be. But this is where it gets twisted. I love that you black out the foundation in unused rooms. I love to do that too. Oh, this was just a basement, I think. Was it? Oh, this right here. And this, oh, this is, I don't think I did that. I think that's just, it's just dark down there. It's just dark. And it's just dark in here with no lighting or wallpaper. But normally I usually do that most of the time, because if I'm not using it, cut it out. Also, how would the world, and all, was this house unfinished? Why did I not add wallpaper to this side? Oh well, anyway, nonetheless, Elle came into the picture. So Lilith called Angela saying, hey Angela, what's up? I know we haven't talked in like maybe like 3 or 4 years or whatever, but I wanted to let you know that Mom adopted another child and said she was a replacement of you. And Angela at this point was like livid because she did not like Mary Sue, hated her mother, called her Mary Sue, or just called her Mary. And was like, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Because Angela was really just like the golden perfect child, straight A's, well liked by everybody, had the good clothes, the good hair, blah, blah, all the good things. And she snapped eventually, crashed out as one does, totally valid. And Angela was like, I know this senile old lady did not just adopt another child to groom and saying, hey, you're going to be the best kid, you're going to get the best grades, the best everything, and you better not mess up. So she's like, she's going to manipulate another child to be the perfect person. And like, there's no way in chance that's going to happen. So she calls up Mary Sue saying, hey, Mom, Mary Sue, whatever, what in the world are you doing? She's like, oh, hey, what's up? Acting all polite, nonchalant. It's like, you know what's up. Why in the world did you adopt another child named Elle to basically be a carbon copy of me? Same hairstyle, same outfit, same everything. And it's like, I don't know what you mean. So she walks over to the house, as one does, and was like, yeah, Mary Sue, you're crazy. You need to get out. No one likes you. Dad left you because you're controlling, evil, and manipulative. That's why he cheated on you with the maid. And that's why he could never trust you. And that's why he felt always like kind of broken and sad and just kind of distant for the past 25 years. And could never really tell you until you saw it for yourself and kicked him out of his own house. So basically that had happened. And what I conjured up in my head is that I wanted Mary Sue and Angela to have like a tiff between them. But I think I just wanted to, I think at this point, Angela was already moved out of university, had a degree and everything, and moved in with Dustin, had their own house. They have like 2 kids. And Angela was like, I'm taking Elle away from you because you were never a good mother to me, and I don't want her to be messed up like I was messed up living with you. And so she took Elle. Mary Sue was sad and alone. She couldn't really do anything, to be fully honest. And so she sold the old house, moved back with her parents, and then of course the fire happened, and that's how Mary Sue kind of like lost her parents. But Mary Sue had to move into a motel for a good couple of days to figure out her actions and all the other terrible things she's done in her past life, and then eventually she passed away from sadness and other things. And what else happened between all that? Because I built a whole motel for Mary Sue for that whole storyline. After she sold the mansion, she passed away, but I don't think anyone got any inheritance money, to my knowledge. I don't think. But basically, Elle lived with Angela and Dustin and their 2 kids at the time for a very long time until Elle moved out to go to university, to go then again move in with not really, how would you describe, like, her nephew? Yeah, her nephew Daryl and his boyfriend Dorian. There we go. So yeah, I hope that explains a lot. Why does he want to be best friends with Dina Caliente? How do you... Why? No, that's not happening. Anyway, so that's the lore behind all of that mess and why Elle is a part of this pleasant family. Oh, also, she's a drama major as well. So, yeah. Her family's messed up. Elle, oh, the other funny thing too. So, here's the other part of the lore that I kind of forgot to mention. Elle and Sonyador were both in the same foster care system household. Sonyador was like, I would say, like, maybe like 8 years old, and Elle was like, I think like 3 or 4. So like they knew each other for a good amount of time before Sonyador got adopted. And then a couple years later, Elle gets adopted into the same family. Two separate households, but same family tree. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. So Sonyador and Elle knew each other from the past life in the foster care system. They were adopted into the same family, but in separate years. And they kind of like have this like very good bond to each other, and that's why they are literally related in some type of way, because of who they're... Well, actually, I need to figure out a way. I can do it through a mod, but I'll do that later. But essentially, they are related in the same family because of 2 separate people. But it is what it is. But yeah, Elle is there. Elle is there. Knowing Steven is probably where he got the names. No. Yeah. I began like, I was like, Elle Woods? Yes. But this is what Elle looks like up close. Like, doesn't she kind of look like Angela a little bit? Because I wanted to mimic where when Mary Sue adopted Elle, that she had the same, hair color, same kind of similar hairstyle, just like similar just upbringing and everything. So that's kind of where I had kind of built off the whole Elle idea, and it kind of worked in its favor in the end. I'll explain the Broke family in a second. That's a whole other mess. Who are you? Marissa Barnett. I don't know who you are. Okay. He's giving Coconut Head. This is why Steven is a good actor. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I sometimes get questions like, is it hard to remember lines? The answer is yes, But I think it's also, it is hard to remember lines, but it is also easy to remember lines when you know, like, the key points of where it begins, and also begin, middle, and end. And, like, those little in-betweens are kind of hard, but I know the beginning, I know the middle, and I know the end. So just, it always has that moment. Not this haircut. I don't think they went for prom. Did they go to prom together? I don't think they did. I have a lot of mods in my game, or at least some mods, some gameplay mods, that are like conversions from like the Sims 3 to the Sims 2 and Sims 4 to the Sims 2. Like, I have Parenthood from the Sims 4 and the Sims 2, like gameplay mechanics wise. And it kind of works. They have like character values, and they have like prom and graduation, and it's like a whole like cute little thing. This is actually Angela and Dustin's kid together. This is Daryl. Is it Daryl? Yeah, Daryl. Daryl Pleasant. He was the first. Wait, I'm sorry. That's Daryl? Why does he look like that? Smile. It's those cheekbones. That's so high up. Anyway, he looks like his father. Oh no, Leo. No wonder, like, he looks so different from this photo to that photo. Oh well. He was the firstborn, and I actually really need to progress through his university track anyway. He's supposed to be like a junior at this point, but I haven't really played this household in so long that I just kind of forgot. Have a baby. Now, Miss L. Pleasant, you know. You know what? I'm stressed. Anyway, hi, music animal. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today. I hope all is well. You finished the game. Wait, how long is the game? How long is it? Some of those ones are wild. She's a freshman who wants a baby. Have Leo Oliver go to college, which is one of her, I guess, one of her nephews. And join a Greek house and join the education career. Except she's a drama major, and I forget exactly what drama major careers can be in, like, in that realm. Like, you have a major, but there's like careers that could align with it. I have to look into that later, but I might lock the education career in because I could see her being a teacher. He's an undeclared major right now, Dorian. Daryl is a history major because he really loves history, but he wants to be in the culinary career. Mainly because, like, I don't know why. I think there was a lot of back and forth, like, just internally, that I could see him in so many different things, but I also thought about him changing his major around his sophomore career, because I believe by a junior you can't change your major by then, so I want to probably have him change his major soon enough at some point. I'll have to add into his notes at soon enough, later down point. But I need to take photos of... Did I get a photo of you? I don't think I did. Move. Hi, Savvy, welcome in. Stop sitting. Stop. Stand up. Stand up, child. Stand up. Move over here so I can get a photo of you. Thank you. Oh, see, there's a smile that I need. That's all I need, a good photo. There we go. Oh, I should have done this a long time ago, of taking all the screenshots of them. Because lordy loo, there's a lot. It took 3 days, total of 8 hours. Oh, and it took 8 hours in the span of 3 days? Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's good, that's good. I like that. See, mine would take longer because I'm slow. But I've been good. I'm getting better. I will say I've been sick for like 5 days straight. Because like all this cold and this like weird weather, and me like traveling a lot. Um, my throat was ruined. My body was ruined, really. But I'm getting better now. My voice is finally coming back, thank goodness. But before, not so much. But now, good. How are you? How's your day? How you been? I need to go to this also? No. This one right here. There we go. 8 out of 10. What would you say is the cons for it? Because like I have it and I haven't played it at all, but somehow I've owned it since 2020. I don't know how I did that. I feel like I bought it. Or did I get it for free? Let's do Twitch Prime. I really do forget. There are times where I get a lot of game codes through Twitch Prime. And I'm like, I should probably use those more often. Oh, the unalive characters you liked. Oh, makes total sense then. The storyline is like what I enjoy most about most video games these days. But yeah, I am feeling a lot better. I've been resting a lot well, and I've been drinking a lot of tea. This is Lilith Pleasant of what she looks like right now. I aged her up, gave her a makeover, and she now lives in the university world, taking care of, I would say, her stepbrother with Alexander Goth, and they're eventually going to get married very soon. They just have to get into that romantic relationship. But right now, this is her step-sibling. His name is Amin. Father, Malcolm Landgrab. He's a Landgrab. Yeah, back then it was Twitch Prime, but now it's called Prime Gaming. True. Went through a breakup, but the guy is a loser. The guy, no, that's a boy. No, not a boy. A man-child, to be exact. A man-child. The people who break your heart is just a boy. A man-child. Not a man, just a child. Because they're crazy. I'm sorry you have to go through that, Savvy. I'm sorry. But you're gonna come out better and stronger than ever before. Just really mentally and emotionally exhausted from it, but otherwise I'm okay, just sick too. I feel like everyone's getting sick. Something is in the air and I don't know what it is. It's weird. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say, you should make them in The Sims and, you know, just feed them to the piranha pond. That's what I would always do to make my life feel a bit better. What did I just pay for? What did I pay for? I don't know what I paid for. Oh well. Anyway. But I hope you feel better soon though, honestly. You're a pharmacist and can I read and speak? Can confirm everyone's getting sick. Oof. It's definitely kind of crazy that everyone's getting sick. I got my flu shot, I got all my things. But honestly, I have not stepped a foot outside in a long time. I was in New York for for 24 hours, but it was definitely like very cold, and I was in areas where there was like a lot of, the air quality was not good. And I've explained it before, but for some reason, my body is only used to suburban air and not city air. I don't know how to describe it. I've lived in the suburbs my entire life, and my body has only ever experienced longevity of suburban air, if that makes sense. I don't know. Um, you just got over a 6-week coughing. Oh no. That's not good. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, you are not an idiot at all. You're not an idiot at all. That's very mean and rude of them to break your trust. Whoa, whoa. Like, red flag. They broke your trust. 2, cannot be trusted. 3, gone. Those cheekbones, I swear. But you do not, you should have not have, you should have not, you shouldn't have to gone through that. But yeah, you are not an idiot whatsoever. I don't want to hear or see that come out of your mouth, Savvy, ever again. I don't want to hear that. Well, that's true. Love can make you do crazy things. That's true. I like trust is so hard. Like for me, like this is just me being a Pisces. Like friendship wise, like I've had friends for like a very long time who have broken my trust, broken my heart. I thought I could trust them, and I realized that I couldn't, and it really hurt bad. And I can be overly trusting of a lot of people. I give a lot of people like second chances and third chances and fourth chances a lot of times. And then it results in me getting hurt in the end. And I've learned to I've grown to learn that it wasn't my fault and I'm not the idiot. They're the idiot because they broke my trust. They did something wrong. And it's their fault at the end of the day, not my fault. And I'm like, people do that again, you're cut. I'm at the point where in my life I'm like, you steer me wrong, you break my trust, you're done. Goodbye. Because it's too much effort. I've learned like when there's too much, when you're trying to fix something that cannot be fixed, try after try after try, it's so mentally and emotionally exhausting that you can't put all that energy into something that you really want to do. And I've learned, this is just coming from me, I've learned that like if I'm gonna put all that energy into that person, let me just take that energy back into myself to better myself, better my hobbies, and do things that I want to do and succeed in life. But that's just me, how I've dealt with things over the years. This is from a person who's still recovering of being a people pleaser. And that is my thing that I'm going through right now. So that's called high school. High school ruined me. And so did college. So no, same. I'm big on can I speak? I'm big on communication as well. And letting go is hard for sure. It is. I'm sorry, 6 months plus? Ooh, why does that remind me of my own Sims drama? Wait a minute. Did I build them a whole mansion? Oh no, I just renovated their house, never mind. Oh wait, did they move? Is that the same house? No, that's the Goth household. I'm sorry, I'm like on so many different conversations in my own head. I think I just renovated their house. Yeah, I did. Never mind. Okay. Anyway. But no, you deserve someone that loves you for you. Oh my gosh. Ah! Help! Um. Uh. Oh my goodness. You are not crazy at all. No, that person's just mean altogether. Also, what happened? Did I just get a donation? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. My brain's so broken. But no, you are not crazy at all. That person is just Delulu on Sulu, not on Truly, because he's crazy. I also believe I just got a donation for Feeding America and I totally missed it, and I apologize. For some reason, I'm not hearing any of my alerts today, and I don't know why. That's so weird. But again, sorry they had to go through that, Savvy, honestly. What just came through? Also, how did I miss that? How did I miss that donation? Oh, that was 3 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Rach, thank you for the $100 donation, by the way, to Feeding America. Thank you so much for doing that. Fellow recovering people pleaser reporting for duty. Thank you so much for doing that. For the $100 donation to Feeding America. I don't know how... Are my alerts broken for some reason? I don't know why I'm not hearing anything. That's weird. It probably showed up on screen and I didn't hear it. So I apologize. That was from like 3 minutes ago. I try not to miss alerts when they happen, but thank you so much for doing that. It really, really means a lot. And also, it goes a long way. Truly, truly does. What is that? Is that a floating rock? Where's the urn? Is that a wolf? Oh, that's their dog. Never mind. But thank you so much. Thank you. But you know, we are a community here, helping all. If you ever need a listening ear, a place to be, to hang out in, we're always here. Honestly, always. This was one of my favorite fundraisers to do this month. I feel like we've done so much charity fundraising. This year alone, I will have to say we've fundraised for St. Jude, Hope for Haiti, the Alveus Sanctuary. We fundraised for oh my god. Wait a minute. Didn't I do something for my birthday this year? Oh, I did. Yes, we fundraised for the Alzheimer's Association. We fundraised for Hike for Haiti, St. Jude, the Alveus Sanctuary, and now Feeding America. So much. So I thank you for allowing me to do what I do, and we make good change together. Honestly, we really, truly, truly do. So I thank you for just being you. Where is his wife's grave? I'm trying to figure out. Did I rent it? I did. Oh my gosh. No. This is where they had the party. This is where Jonathan got to meet his father for the first time. They had the party at this house. This is their house that I renovated. This was actually, yeah. I renovated Darren Dreamer's house because his house was kind of sad looking and boring. And I just I'm going to fix that. Let me just fix that for you. Okay. Let me just fix it for you. So I did. I had to redo the whole house from the very beginning because one, I just didn't like how it looked. It needed a touch up. I had to do some constrained floor elevation because I wanted an attached garage. And that's a whole other feat within itself, trying to do this. Because you have to type in that long cheat to then, of course, build a room or build a square and then make that whole room shorter than short, so that way you can have it right next to the foundation, right here, then to add another foundation to the stairs, and then draw another room on top of that so you can do this part. Just to have an attached garage. It is a piece of work. I think this one portion right here took me a good solid 25 minutes to do because of the manipulation that you have to do. Then I nearly broke the entire kitchen. It was a whole thing. I don't think I did a video on it too. I probably did. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here to take photos of these kids. Yeah, we did a fundraiser with, well, I was a part of Simsy's fundraising group for St. Jude. Yes. Yes, I was a part of that. What was her group called again? Oh yeah, Simmers for St. Jude Play Live 2025. I was a part of that. I was also a part of the Simmers for Palestine as well from last year. No, that's probably where I got introduced to you too. Don't tell her. It's just between us. Honestly, Simsy's, oh my gosh, I don't like that face. He's gonna get it. Anyway, Simsy's very, very cool. All the work that she does is incredibly inspiring, honestly. Oh, thank you so much, Okester. This poor child. Those eyes is like, I've seen some things. Get me out of here, Papa. Don't worry. I'll get you out of here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I honestly think I don't know where exactly that grave is at. Because where did I put that grave? Is it? No. There's no such thing as a family inventory in The Sims 2. Except be safe from death. That's not happening. He's been unemployed his entire life. Broke up with Cassandra. That was literally his last memory, breaking up with Cassandra, and then meeting Scarlett, and then meeting Melissa, who I have no idea who that is. Oh, he also bought a vacation home that I think eventually he gave over to Cassandra as a parting gift. But now he only has 6,000 simoleons to his name. He cannot afford a single thing. Not a single dime. His own son, they're barely speaking. They're not on speaking terms whatsoever. Am I surprised? No. He hates Cassandra. Not shocked by that at all. However, Mr. Darren Jr. here loves Cassandra, hates Darren. He hates his own father. So we're going to get him out of this household eventually very soon once they get back from vacation. He has a B in school. His relationships are pretty much like his memories are very green, but there's a couple of red here and there. Of course, his grandpapa dying, Mortimer Goth. And then Darren grew up badly because of his broken relationship with Cassandra. So yeah, there's a lot of things I've got to fix about this family tree eventually soon. He's also an Aries, which is very nice too. So I got 2 photos of you. I'm going to save that, and I need to go to the Broke household. I need to go over to Dirk's household, Nina's household. I think there's 3 more houses I need to go to, and then we kind of can go from there. Yeah, my alerts are broken. I can't hear anything at all. Also, FT, thank you for the $5 donation, by the way, to Feeding America. Thank you so much. Yeah, my alerts are broken. I'll have to keep my things up. But thank you so much for the donation to Feeding America. Ashanti, welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. We're explaining and going through our family drama in Pleasant View. Oh, I know there's multiple households I gotta go through, actually. There is this family tree. I gotta get photos of Dustin, because I honestly I'll just update everyone really. Dustin, Angela, Leo, the child, and then their dog. But welcome in. How are you today? Happy Friday too. Hope you're having a good weekend. Any fun plans? Going anywhere? Seeing anything? Going to any movies, parties? Avatar Fire and Ash is officially out, which I'm very happy about. I'm seeing it on Christmas Day. I built this house from scratch with my 2 brain cells for Cassandra, well, not for Cassandra, for Angela and Dustin Broke. I always knew that Dustin was going to be an architect and be in the architect career. So he's at level 9 of that career right now at the moment. I want him to eventually get to level 10 so then he can retire and get a good pension out of it. And then Angela, she went to school, I believe, what is her degree? Wait, hold on. Where's... You got 3 cars? This household inventory is messy. Oh my gosh, what is this? First simoleon restaurant diploma of what? Prestigious diploma. She did graduate at the top of her class, that is correct. But if I don't remember what her degree was in actually. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Either way, she got a good degree, which is wonderful. Love that for her. But I think she probably had some type of degree that allowed her to be a natural scientist. Either way, she's in the natural scientist career at level 8. Her skills are pretty much almost maxed out. She has a silver in gardening as a talent badge. She's like the golden child of children. Like, it's because of her mother, really. Her memories are all solid green. She's had the perfect life, but also the worst life at the same time. I mean, Mary Sue died, Daniel died. I'm not surprised by that, though. But, you know, moments in her life that she's seen a lot of trials and tribulations, if you will. But this is what Angela Pleasant looks like right now, or Angela Broke, all grown up in her lovely glory, I will say. I love her dearly. I gave her so many makeovers in the like several years of playing her. And then where is Dustin? Dustin's down here. Oh, your mom can't sit in a theater for 3 hours without needing the bathroom break. And I feel that, no, honestly, same. I feel kind of bad because I went to go see Oppenheimer and that movie is 3.5 hours long. I fell asleep halfway through that movie and I'm like, those tickets were an arm and a leg. Well, for 3 people, it costs like $50, but still. It's now on stream, but it's not the same. But honestly, I felt that. I don't think I can sit through a movie for 3 hours unless it's a movie that I'm really excited for and like I'm prepared for it. Like Avatar, we're gonna see it on Christmas Day, and we kind of planned out what we're gonna do. We're seeing it around like 1 o'clock, so it's like in the afternoon. We're gonna eat breakfast and we're gonna go see it. I'm gonna be up the entire time watching it, hopefully. So yeah, I don't know, it's rough. I know, I feel like any movie over 3 hours is like, no, give me an intermission at least. Give me an intermission. This is Leo Oliver Broke. He's a good mixture between Angela and also Dustin, because that's their child, but he has blue eyes. Who has blue eyes in this household? Oh, it's you. You have blue eyes. And you have... Okay, you have green eyes. And then you, my good sweet child. What do you have? Blue eyes. Okay. I believe their oldest has the green eyes, I'm pretty sure. The genetics in The Sims 2 are very at random for like eye color wise, but facial structure, it's also 50-50, but it do be varying over time. It has its moments. It's also very interesting too because Charlotte never really got to meet her oldest brother, Daryl, ever, because he had already moved out by the time she was already born. So I'm gonna have them meet at some point soon enough. And she's gonna age up in 7 days. You age up in 12 days. You're gonna be an elder in 5, and you're gonna be an elder in 5 as well. Okay, so 5 days they'll be elders, and then 2 days next you will be a teenager. So that's like 7. And then you will still have some days left, but by then you might go to college as well. I'm gonna lock that in. Oh, he's a mailroom technician at level 2. That's right, I gave him a part-time job. And I think based off of his interests, he really loves school, work, paranormal, sci-fi, and sports. And I've always thought to myself, because based off of his skills are kind of all lined up in a way. They're all pretty much equal. And I never really could decide like what career path he would go into. Like, would he go into university or would he not go into university? Would he fall into his brother's footsteps or his parents' footsteps? Does he want to like be a part of the same like ideal of the family? But he hasn't really decided. He's like kind of in that middle ground. He's not really dating anyone at the moment, but he's getting there. So I've got this family. I've got their screenshots. Oh, they also have a dog named Shelly. Shelly the dog. Good old, oh, don't do that. Shelly. I love Sims 2 pets. I like them the most because you can give your pets jobs in this game. Where was that when we needed the most in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4? Give your pet jobs so they can earn their keep in the household. Okay. Saving. Off to the next household. So many households. So many to go through, I will tell you. Okay, so they got there. Oh, at one point, Angela wanted to open up her own restaurant, and she did, and then it failed. And then she sold her restaurant because it wasn't working out very well for her in the end. Which I'm not surprised. She could not cook to save her life. Neither could Dustin, really, to be fully honest. I also need to age up the Bird family because they're connected by a lot of different people. And Jennifer and John and Lucy should all be way older, but they're just kind of like Sims I don't really care for, really. So they're just kind of just there existing, but I'll just age them up whenever. For sale. What's this? Oh, look, I did not build that house. I built that house over there. I think I did. No, this is Nita Caliente. This is... Oh, I need you. Woo. We're connected fully. I need to get you. There we go. This is where Daniel Pleasant last really... Where he really kind of just like understood his life was over. This was the last Sim that Daniel Pleasant met and had a baby with. This is the moment when I realized that the Pleasant family line was going to end in shambles. Because when Daniel Pleasant... Oh, hey, Malcolm. Oh, hey. If they get together, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my gosh, no. So when Daniel Pleasant and Isabella had a baby together, or like met each other at a little bachelor pad condo situation. He was a next neighbor to her. They talked for a little bit. They tried for a baby one time, and then literally the next day he died and gave the majority of his inheritance money to her, and she spent the most of the money, of course, paying for this apartment. And when I think what happened, her baby got taken away by by child services, of course, because she was at work and there was nobody to watch the kid, because I was trying to figure out how can I get, someone to watch my kid. And so the baby got taken away by CPS and The Sims. And so, of course, I was distraught. I was going crazy. Isabella had no child whatsoever. So if it shows, yeah, here it is. So it says child taken away by social worker. I can't believe I let my child slip away from me. If I can get a chance to be a parent again, I'll never let this happen again. So she literally got her to be taken away and then got promoted on the same day. Sad day, but good day all at once. And so through all that time, she was like, I can't do this anymore. She felt very sad, very alone. She went on an island vacation to just like kind of just get away and just leave. And so she moved out of her apartment building, her condo place, and then moved into here. She actually moved temporarily into, she temporarily moved in with Angela for like a hot 2 seconds, because Angela actually adopted Gregory into her household, so that way, the whole Pleasant family is not like being spread around in different places. But then also too, Angela knew that Daniel, her father, had a baby with some random person that she did not know, but then also that he did not know after one day. And she was like, I'm going to do this out of the kindness of my heart. I don't know you. I don't like you. I hated my father. What he did was awful to you, and you don't deserve that. So I'm taking care of your child for the next couple of days until you get back on your feet. And so when Isabella, got back on her feet into this apartment, Angela was like, here's your child back. Live a happy, healthy life. Do what you want to do. And she only has 8,000 simoleons to her name right now because she is just alone. And she's also level 4 of her career. She's a science teacher. And so Angela and Isabella, like I said, they're not really on the best of terms. Like, they really just hate each other because of who they're associated with, or at least who Isabella was associated with at the time. They were going to get married and everything, and of course Daniel died. She got all the money and no one else really didn't. Like, everyone else got very little simoleons from inheritance, which is like sad. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad how it started and how it also ended, but it resulted into a good thing in the end. But yeah, life. So your Sims lives have more interesting lives than me? Honestly, same. My Sims lives are more interesting than mine. I just sit at home and play video games. I honestly want to write a book. It's in the works. I want to write a book about something about my Sims lives of some type, or at least take a Sim character or a Sim idea and make something out of it. That's a goal of mine for 2026. You ever read the heck out of the book or binge that TV show? You know what's funny? I want to write a book and a TV script. I actually bought a book on how to write a TV pilot. Basically, it's called Save the Cat, and this book was made by this prestigious, well-known writer who is no longer here, of course, but he has like this series of books called Save the Cat, that really like teaches you about everything about TV pilot writing, TV writing, comedy, film all the good knowledge you should know. So that's a goal of mine that I want to try and do. So you never know, you could see something in 2027. I'm not kidding. I do want to write something because I have all this history, all this knowledge. I should write something out of it at least. Oh, too close. Back it up. Thank you. So, yeah. The Sims 2 is the reason why the way I am. Oh wait, I forgot she got fired and then got a new job. I don't even know what job she had before. What job did she have before? Oh yeah, here it is. Daniel died and then she got inheritance money the next day. Oh, and no. They got married and then he died and then she got inheritance money. That's how it happened. And then she had the baby. So Gregory never knew his father, ever. Doesn't have a single memory of it at all of ever happening. Like, for all he knows, the father doesn't exist. It feels like a whole Donathan moment all over again. Donathan not knowing his own father until he was a teenager, but Gregory will never know his father, and no one's ever going to tell him about it because he was awful. Oh my gosh. Yikes. I've IRL had some of the bestest times and some of the worst times. Same here. Life really do be like that though. Strong and better for the hard stuff. Same. Sometimes you gotta go through the worst stuff to get to the good stuff, to be stronger for the hard stuff and the better stuff. Like it's like a whole roller coaster. And like all the stuff, like I would not change a single thing in my life. All the hard things I went through, all the good things I went through, I would never change a single thing. Because I feel like if I changed one singular fact or moment in my life from my childhood, something would change. Yeah, a book on a TV pilot. I think that'd be really fun. I'm still reading the book. I'm still like learning. I have like the foundation because I took a class on it during the summer of like writing structure and everything. And I've got some pages, but not a lot of pages. But I would say like I think like four or five pages probably. I've got some characters already like fully fleshed out and like 4 pages. But I gotta have like a good beginning, a middle, and an end. So that's where I'm like stuck at. So getting there. And you're welcome. I'm glad that these streams could perk you up on these lonely nights. I know it can definitely be a lot. Can be lonely during the holiday season, especially in December, just in general. So I'm always happy to be here and hang out with you and yap. Oh, there is one thing I wish I could change, not be scared allergic to kitties. No, same. You know? Yeah. Well, not that for me. I think for me, the one thing I would love to change is not be allergic to peanut butter. Because that stuff is scary. I can't have it, period. That's like a deathly allergic thing. Like if I eat it, I won't be here. Because I feel like if I was never allergic to peanut butter, I would be less scared of eating food. And I wouldn't ask a billion questions of like, what oil did you use? Where was this processed? Where did you make where did you do all these things? Did you do a clean skillet? Did you make this fresh? Like, I'd be asking these restaurant people billions of questions, and I'm like, I know they just hate to see me coming. I'm telling you. But no, I know what it smells like, and I don't like the smell. Champagne problems? I don't know. I wonder what that tastes like. What is that? Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm allergic to cat dander. Cat dander and dog dander and horse dander, which I never really knew was a thing. I never knew that horse dander was a thing. Like, I knew they shed somehow. But I didn't know it was a thing. Like, because I went to like an allergy specialist like a long time ago, and then they would like prick like your back or your arm with like these different things that you could be allergic to. The bigger the bump, the more allergic you were to it. And it was like cat, horse, and dog dander. I'm like, what do you mean horse dander? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So there was that. I'm like, oh, I'm not around horses anyway. I'm like, I would like to actually breathe. Like grass, mold, weed, I knew that stuff. I'm like, I can barely breathe through my nose as it is these days. I keep seeing like these things on TikTok. Oh, well, not TikTok, but you know, way back in the day, like these. I don't think it was in a commercial, but I knew they were like in CVS or like Walgreens. But if you remember, like those nose strips that you could put on like your nose, and then it would like make you breathe at night. And like, oh my gosh, my nostrils! I can breathe. I can breathe in everything. I can smell all the smells. Yes, the breathe rights. Do they still make those? Because I feel like they do, but they also don't. Because I keep seeing like these new things on TikTok where they're now like magnetic, where you put like these two black strips on your nose and this magnetic thing and like clip it to your nose so it doesn't fall off or do anything. They have like these different sizes. I'm like, okay, interesting. I don't need it, but I'm like, weird. They do? I might buy some. They might have them at CVS probably, still. Oh, and I took a photo of you already. Took a photo of this child. Hi, Sia. Welcome in. I am still... the Joker. Yes, I am still live. I've been yapping about my storylines as per usual. That child, I swear. But we've just been yapping, storytelling, getting our little PowerPoint slide together. We've gotten like the main characters already added to the PowerPoint slide. We're now just like getting screenshots of all the side characters in all the households that have existed thus far. We only have like 2 more, but I think I'm gonna leave that for another day personally, because 1, Randy Joe needs to go out, and 2, I need to preserve my voice today. I can have one good day of speaking, but let's not push it, you know? We sell them all the time. They're at CVS. Ooh. I love a good CVS trip. So I need to remind myself to write these down real quick. So I need to go through the Broke family, Nina's household. Oh, 1 second before we end stream. Let me just tell you, Nina's... Oh, there's a clip out there somewhere. One of my mods could probably find it. I just don't know. But for some weird reason, why is he dressed like a monk? What is his outfit? I have so many questions. Sir, what are... Change... Wait, okay, where's your dresser? Change your outfit every day. What is this? What in the... I don't know what that's from. Anyway, where was this at? There was a clip along. Who is Charlene Royce? And why are you friends with Annie Love? Where did you come from? Are these your coworkers? You know, I haven't really played in this household in so long that I am so clueless of what happened. There's a VOD of me playing this household, so I should know. But I'm like, everything's a blur. You have a fear of being hated by your own child? That's funny. Okay. You were just a randomly generated sim that I remember. Okay, Nina. Ooh, your memories are jacked up. Anyway, there's that. You're a specialist. I'm gonna have you retire today anyway. You're gonna also retire as well. I'm pretty sure all I remember though is that this sim here, this sim was in this bathroom. They were coming home after work. All I know, he was saying goodbye to one of his coworkers, but saying goodbye resulted into smooching said coworker. And I'm like, what is this, Heartstopper? Heated rivalry? No. And back then it did not even exist. But I'm just like thinking to myself, what is going on in this household? There's a lot of messiness going on, but I ain't complaining. Where's Joshua? Joshua, where are you? Where is the baby? Oh, the baby's on the floor. Not Charlene Royce. There's the baby, contemplating life as per usual. I mean, aren't all babies doing that though? This was actually Nina's last baby before she became an elder. Surprisingly enough. But this is Nina Caliente. She looks better than her sister, to be fully honest. She said, I'm natural. Plus, Dina's an adult who's a witch, and Nina is an elder who is just a regular human who's an elder. So, in a way, her sister's immortal, essentially. But he's giving monk. Or he's giving, like, priest or something. Charlene just makes me think of your cousin, Charlene. Charlene sounds like a grown-up name. Like Charlene's made for something. Going to conquer the world. That's how I see it. Just the name. Charlene Davidson Royce. Attorney at law. Imagine. Anyway, we're going to end it here for today, though. This has been really fun. Very eventful, I will say. I will keep you all updated on said book and TV pilot project that I'm writing. Along with this PowerPoint, it's going to take me a minute. This is going to be a lot of slides. I dare say over 100 slides. The video might be over an hour or 2 hours long. I don't know. We'll have to see when I eventually make it. And write down all of my notes that I have and go through all the screenshots I just took. So, TBD on that. This entire history of Pleasant View that I'm making might be like the first video of the year of 2026. Come out the gates with messy drama. As I should. But Sims drama instead. Because I'd rather tell about Sims drama than real life drama, because real life drama is crazy. And thank you. I'm glad you all enjoyed the Sims story lore. Honestly, I'm just happy that we got to do this today and hang out together, cackle, laugh, do all the things as we per usually do. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing some Sims 4, and we're going to be building Bob Pancakes a brand new house, because if you don't remember from the last stream that we did with Bob Pancakes, he is being sued for over 1 million simoleons in alimony because he did not file the marriage certificate, contract, document, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called in real life, to the court saying that we are legally bound married, and if they get divorced, you owe a certain amount of money and interest. So he never filed that. And so in the past, like, several years being married and being divorced, he never paid, never told anyone, never told Eliza until afterwards. So he's being sued by Eliza for over millions and millions plus interest. He's going to go to court, might go to jail. He's losing his house he currently lives in Willow Creek. So they're downsizing. Monica Lopez might die because Eliza threatened Monica via the phone because of the Grim Reaper of what she saw on his slablet. And Monica might be suing her ex-husband that she had 3 kids with for a whole other different reasons of not getting a job and also not paying child support for a whole different reasons. There's a lot of messiness going on with Bob Pancakes. We already have the courthouse. We just got to build their downsized house. And then we can get into some actual yelling drama. You know, me getting sick was probably a good thing because it gave me some time to reflect, preserve my voice. Because I'm about to argue like I've never argued. Should I be a lawyer? Should I get Kim Kardashian to come to the stream to be the judge? to probably be Bob or Eliza's lawyer? Because one of them's going to need help. Because one of them's going to go to jail. And it's not going to be me. Anyway. Whole other day. There you go. Being sick, being used for the good. Exactly. Either way, we're going to go on a raid. And we're going to send some love, hype, and positivity over to somebody else. And I would love to send some love over to my good friend Kenya. Kenya, who is currently playing Palia. Kenya, who's playing Palia. I think drops are currently on. So if you play Palia, you can get some drops. And also is doing a present hunting. I'm not sure what that means. I think they're hunting for presents. So if you are playing Palia, you could probably join in most likely to hunt for some presents and earn some drops at the same time. Kenya plays a lot of Palia and is a good person to go to for all Palia knowledge and news, since she is a Palia partner and all that fun jazz, and loves cats. So you love cats, then you're good. I don't think Judge Judy is a judge anymore, is she? No, let's just get Murray. No, let's get what's his face? I almost said Steve Martin. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. We'll maybe get Judge Judy out of retirement. We'll see. But I will see you all tomorrow for a new stream at 6 p.m. Central for some Sims 4 building drama as I continue to plan out said court case eventually. Oh, you were presenting to make more snowmen. Oh, fun. We love that. Well, happy hunting, happy Palia drop collecting. I will see y'all tomorrow for a fun stream and enjoy this of your day. Bye-bye.